in the leg.
Wow, folks. Flawless victory on that one.
That was one of the best we've ever done. Although I should have let the swing music play.
Keep going,
through the fucking disclaimers.
Yeah.
We'll remember that next time.
All right, Tony Johnson says he's had such a bad week that he feels like he's going to throw his own head through a block wall with an evil smile.
Are you going to rip your head off first and then throw it through a wall? You're not like...
Michael Ewald says groovin'. Well, you're supposed to be spazzing or mounting up, but that's fine.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Groovin', I guess that's a type of vibin'.
At least you're trying to participate, and we commend that. Yeah, man.
Andrea says, love the disclaimer. Me too.
Who all's here? I didn't pull it up yet. I'll be interacting with you shortly, my loves.
Cue the you sounding us on
check the script. Is this the part where I loop us back 10 seconds later? Anyways, okay. Speaking of communicating, we had a little communication. Yep, there it is. Okay.
There we go.
We had a little communication with another show the other night.
We did.
So here's what happened. Okay, this is why we stopped drinking on the show.
I want to bring their picture up. Here they are.
Things got ridiculous the other night, and I spent the next 2 days hiding from our own show and just being like, I don't want to hear it. I don't know what's going on.
And, I wasn't sure what we had done or said.
It wasn't as crazy. I think I may have crossed the line once or twice. I got excited and we got in battle mode with these people. So if anyone wasn't there or whatever, we made fun of this podcast right a few weeks ago. For some reason, David Box took it upon himself, and I swear to God, he decides
much appreciated. I loved it.
He needs to make them aware of it. So then they end up, to their credit, coming into the live stream last week and even calling. But here's the problem: we never do this long of a show. We never drink on the show anymore. So I feel like they took advantage of us to a certain extent.
I think they did it on purpose.
They waited till
they waited. Man.
It was the old rope-a-dope kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And this was what was it? Ali Frazier and
Ali everyone.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's true. That was kind of his thing.
That was his thing.
But no. So, anyways, they called in. We were wasted. It was a bit of a mess. I think it was actually fun.
It was.
And here's what happens too often when you try to battle people is here's what I didn't like. They took it really well, everything, and they kept laughing. And then the guy was even like, "Man, I think you guys do a great job on your show." Whatever. We're like, God damn it, Jesus Christ! All right.
Katie says you guys should have just let me talk to them. I was sober. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Yeah, and they were very impressed by her for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason they really didn't understand how we got her on the show.
Yeah,
we were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, she's a tough get. Yeah. No, so anyways, apparently they did a whole segment on us on their last show, which we've been really fucking busy, so I didn't really...
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
I don't know where in the show it is. I didn't have time to listen through the entire thing. So we're going to get to that next week for followers of the Radioville versus Flamingo and Lightning saga that is going to lead off the show probably next week when we have some time to get through it.
This is not done. And also, as nice as they were, I don't like it because it was like a wolf in sheep's clothing type of an act, and I didn't like it, and I thought they were doing it intentionally, and I think they were fucking took advantage of us, and I think they watched. They waited until we were weakened, and then they
something tells me whatever they did, and I wish I had time. I was out of town and blah 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 whatever. But if I had time, something tells me whatever they did about us on their show is going to be perfect to right the ship and sort of rekindle our outrage. You know what I mean? So we'll check it out next week. And but honestly, it was I did come away from it just kind of liking them as people.
Yeah, and then didn't they invite us down to Kentucky?
They invited us to come
on
vacation to their house,
man.
Yeah,
we're
I remember at one point saying to the guy, dude, you sound like an interesting, kind of a cool guy. Why is your show celebrity gossip and
and also what is your persona? Why are you doing that weird shticky persona?
That's not you.
Hey man, we're gonna do some. I was just that's not.
And then
you would have been. Yeah, he would be better off.
Also, to his credit, he said, I took some. This is the weirdest thing. He's like, I took some of your criticism criticisms to heart, and I am working on that stuff. And we're like, oh, all right, so
all right, well,
and that pretty
kudos.
Much he knows how to disarm something like this. And this is something
and apparently also explosives.
You're never and also he's done some dangerous overseas weapon sales or some shit.
Yeah, some secret.
No, so you never want this when you go to make fun of somebody. What you really want is for them to make an ass of themselves by overreacting in the opposite way. But they just play. I don't know. They fucking to the extent.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure where I stand with this right now, but we'll figure it out. And we'll revisit it. Let's take one more look at them, just because their promo photo is so great.
So next week Next week we're back to the battle, which is
some odd reason.
Just basically just like we do with a lot of things. We're back to just listening to someone else's show
and then saying we're going to do something and not being able to do it.
Right? Yeah. So let's do this. I've been obsessed all fucking day and the past few days with the Alex Jones court footage.
Yes,
okay?
You have.
Now, here's something that a lot of people wouldn't enjoy as much as me. Watching hours on end of Alex Jones testifying in court. And to me, it just never gets old. And I think because I haven't watched his show for a long time, and what I pulled today was some clips from the portion of the trial, and some of the terminology will undoubtedly escape me as we go through this proceeding.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
good work.
Yeah, as we go through this,
Vinny on the ball.
This is the section of the trial where his Alex Jones's lawyer, the defense, is questioning Alex Jones. This is a part that confuses me. It's just a very obvious leading. Alex Jones is like, well, here's what I'd like to say. So can you ask me the questions that get me to say that? Right? Yeah. So I never really understand how this is our sacred legal process that people go on and on about and whatever. But there's a lot of goofy parts of it. You know,
I understand that it's maybe one of the better ones on the globe, but
that's the thing is, what do you want? Is people are crazy and everything's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to figure out a different system. Let's put that out there. But yeah, when you watch anything, even that Johnny Depp Amber Heard, which I didn't really watch too much of it, but anything I saw, I'm always amazed at how just clunky and silly that the whole process is. It's
the part you always
no, you can't say that.
But you expect things to be official, and then there's things that are just seem wildly unofficial going on, and then other times
that's what I mean. Yeah,
why'd they get yelled at? I don't understand.
Yeah, and then the whole thing where they'll say something, and then the judge is like, "Oh, that wasn't cleared or whatever." Jury, forget that. It's like, what are you talking about? Forget that.
Yeah,
I just fucking heard it.
Also, put your hand on this Bible. Wink, wink. Now you can't lie. See? It's like, what? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. So the whole thing. Gotcha. We've both been in court many times, but it's not like this.
Yeah.
When you go to court as a poor person, you don't get any of this.
No.
You don't have a team of lawyers. You don't have fucking. You do have discovery and all that shit to make sure that everyone knows what's going to be in and out of. And then usually on the day of discovery is when you get it all thrown out.
Packets, but but nothing like this,
But not like this. This is real good shit.
And of course, so let's get caught up to add on to. We talked about this a little last week, but what transpired since then is the ruling came through in the judgment in terms of how much he's supposed to owe the plaintiffs in the trial. So we knew that he had lost the case, and they were asking for $150 million, which it seems crazy. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot to this. To some people, they're going to think, "Oh, that's not enough."
Yes.
And so here's my point: is the attempt for this extremely high amount is, and they even come out and say it. The lawyer in his closing arguments for the plaintiffs said, let's take the microphone away from him forever.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. They were basically trying to make a statement or trying to cripple him.
Well, the motive is no longer to compensate a victim. It's let's cripple him.
Yeah.
And in like we talk about, almost a predictive, let's go into this realm of future crime.
Yeah, it's almost whatever. Yeah. Now I can understand it in one way if you really do think that everything he does is egregious and dangerous and whatever. Okay, I could understand some some of the effort.
That motive, but is that so? That's another thing about court that confuses me. Is like, can you outright say that's
that's what I? Because
are we just making it totally clear that this doesn't have anything to do with like direct punitive damages?
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Yeah,
is supposedly this is because this man and wife are so bereaved and so upset and have been so upset. Their lives have been so upset by what happened with this one narrow incident. You know what I mean?
Well, which incident? What do you mean?
I'm saying him speaking on Sandy Hook and saying that it was fake. And then his...
Here's the thing: the culpability to me is also Alex Jones's culpability in this is I don't know. It seems to me, to a logical person, it would have to be in question, because this is another thing that confuses me about court cases. You'll see time and time again the plaintiff side will try to allude to these things they've been through. Someone shot up our house. Well, okay, just because someone shot at your house and InfoWars is in their browser history, does that now mean, because like we talked about last week, I'm sure fucking CNN is in their browser history, Facebook is in their browser history, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like,
pinning that down as the motivation is tough.
But is it
to me? But I mean, I guess
is it his fault? Because you know how he is. He would never suggest anyone do anything violent. That's the fucking
he would go out of his way not.
That's one of the main criticisms of him, is that his solution to everything is always buy my products and let's work within the system. You know, and we're like, well, dude, you just got us worked up into a whole fucking revolutionary fervor, and now I'm just supposed to fucking eat tangy tangerine into the revolution.
Yeah, and now I got these dick pills. Right? Yeah. I guess I'll get a hard on.
And I do like the Life Straw, and there's some good products out there. I was thinking about how earlier, like how at a certain point, like I didn't even notice his salesmanship, because when you still listen to his show all the time,
I didn't realize it was just one big
how much
commercial.
That show was a commercial. But again, it's a complicated thing. There's a lot of it that was worthwhile too. But so they ended up with $4 million, I guess, for the family and whatever the fuck, and then 45 for punitive. All right. So now the other thing that a bunch of people are mentioning is, I guess Texas has like a $750,000 cap on non-monetary punitive damages, meaning like something, unless you stole $4 million, then you can't be, you know. So I'm not sure how that all is going to work out, because you'll see like certain experts going like, well, no, it'll be reduced greatly, and then like, well, no, based on the whatever of this, and you know, it could be, I don't know. So anyways, I doubt it'll end up being that much, just my gut would say, you know, but he's preemptively filed for bankruptcy, and that's one of the things we're going to hear in one of the clips where he's already getting yelled at. I don't want to give too much of it away, but he gets yelled at for making claims about his bankruptcy in court. In fact, let's get through let's do the one so everybody knows his lawyer. This lawyer's having a bad time.
What's his name? Lemire or Lamar or
fuck, I keep forgetting it. I wish I had it in front of me. That's the one thing I meant to write down and didn't. Whatever his name is, Alex Jones's lawyer. Somebody put it in the chat for us, please.
I'll find it.
Anyways, he's having a rough time, and he apparently, in turning over discovery, had sent the plaintiff for the lawyer a giant batch of digital files reflecting all the text messages and phone calls from Alex Jones's phone for the past 2 years. So
what a fucking
now here's the craziest part about that too. And I did talk to our legal correspondent earlier. He didn't have time to join the show tonight, but my uncle Dennis, I kind of confirmed some of the way that this all went down with him, and so apparently they have, when that happens, you have a 10-day grace period to establish any evidence as I forget the word now.
So it's accepted. It's
no. If you have sent evidence, but some of it's supposed to be private. I can't remember the legal term for it.
Yeah,
but then you have 10 days. So
restricted,
something like that.
Word?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though.
I wanted to say proprietary. That's not right. But anyways, you have 10 days to basically mark any of that evidence that you've turned over as something that wouldn't become public record, right? So he didn't. He failed. So the lawyer failed to respond to like emotion to that too. So this guy is in over his head, I would assume. And there's probably a billion things flying around, and he missed a bunch of shit. So now he's fucked. So now you have the January 6th committee that's still trying to make a big fucking thing out of this guy in a goat suit that walked around in the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna subpoena Alex Jones's texts and everything. Now a few things have already started coming out. Do we want to check out the moment that he realized this was?
Okay, is that one of them?
That's one of them. The moment he realized his lawyers are morons.
Oh, okay.
It was called. Yeah. So, because I'm just going to try to keep this in some sort of a cohesive order, because we got a whole bunch of shit. I think it was like a Facebook video or something. We'll get it. But so, this is the moment in court where he is told by the plaintiff's lawyer what has transpired. You can kind of just see the look on his face of like, what?
Yeah. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. So should I just play this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Hold on. Get some fucking volume on here because they always do that. All right. Let's watch this, folks.
You know how an iPhone works, right? You've had iPhone text messaging for several years now. Yeah. What does it mean if the messages are in blue? Whose messages are those? Whose phone is this taken from?
I don't know whose phone's taken from.
No, hold on. I'm going to stop this real quick.
I turned the phone over and said, take the stuff off.
Now, so he doesn't know yet that this happened. His lawyer must have fucking told him.
I know this is the moment they find out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if he had known, obviously he would have, wouldn't have made the mistake in the first place. So
filed the. Okay, all right. Let's just take.
I turned the phone over and said, take the stuff off.
Can I have you look in the very bottom below the very bottom left corner? Is that your phone number?
Yes. So you did get my text messages. You said you did. Nice trick.
Yes, Mr. Jones. Oh. Indeed.
This guy knows he's got some fucking shit up his sleeve.
Also, this lawyer, another name I can't fucking remember, but the lawyer for the plaintiffs is kind of a turd. And
we'll call the one.
Mr. I know. And of course, like the entire liberal side of the internet is like, "Oh, he's a genius. He's an instant classic." Blah blah. And it's like, he's kind of a dork, but he definitely got the better of them,
in this exchange.
But you just heard that, like, Mr. Jones.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Where do you think you are, buddy?
Yeah. All right.
You didn't give this text message to me. You don't know where this came from. Do you know where I got this?
No.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protected in any way.
Privileged, yeah.
And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession, and that is how I know you lied to me when you said you didn't have text messages about saying okay.
Okay.
Now look at his face.
Things are not going well there.
Yeah. Let's take a look at his face.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck.
That's a whole...
Dude, 2 years of all of it.
Every time you've been drunk and said anything fucked up to anybody.
Between you and your buddies.
Right, yeah.
Now, here's another thing, though. Dude, having those now, they haven't been stricken. They haven't been stricken as privilege. So those are now public.
Here's another thing. That's one thing that we're going to... So, Uncle Dennis did promise us he'll come on next week, I hope.
Okay.
So anyways, we're going to find out stuff like that because, I'm not sure how it all works. Of like, can he just release all of that, or like, is it now public record? Can people FOIA request it? What is it? How does it work? Because it's unclear. Although one thing already did come out, which we know about right now.
Oh yeah.
Which you want to pull up that first article?
Sure.
So apparently, the plaintiff's lawyer in the defamation case is saying that one of the text messages is Alex Jones texting Roger Stone, who is sort of a conservative string puller, was at one time Trump's campaign manager, I believe. Alex Jones sent Roger Stone a naked photograph of his wife, and His wife is none too pleased.
Alex Jones' wife, angry at nude photo released to Roger Stone.
Yeah, this is his new wife, since, he got divorced from the mother of his children, so this is the new one. I think she's a yoga instructor.
Oh.
Yeah, which is classic second marriage deal,
Yeah.
That's
Do we want to read the article, or do you want to watch this video?
Whatever. I didn't even plan on doing the video. I just thought we'd just mention this, and because we know that it's gonna be one thing. I mean, it's just like
So that's one thing that just came out of this accidental fucking send of all the texts.
Dude, when we
2 years,
it's just
I can't even imagine, dude. I don't know what I would do if anybody got a record of every text that I've sent to everybody.
Published it
to the last
ruined.
2 years.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the
fucking ruined. Yeah.
Oh my god! Not that I do anything out of line or unseemly,
but if you if you were a public figure and this happened, and like the way we joke around, and
that's what I mean. Or like the way you could take so many things even out of context.
The way we even sometimes have gotten angry and said fucked up shit or whatever. It's like, dude, imagine that as a public figure. Like it's this is no good. They anyways, that's the first thing.
So Alex Jones' wife says she was unaware but angry that the InfoWars founder sent a nude photo of her to Donald Trump advisor Roger Stone, a report says. The personal picture was part of a dedication.
But if that's the worst thing, is like
that's what I was going to say.
Hey, look how hot my wife is to one of your friends. That's not even that weird.
That's not. That's not that.
Plenty of people do that. Yeah.
That's But that's. Yeah, I mean, if that's all. So my question is this: if they could come out with that, they could come out with anything, though, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it would. I would seem it would because did the picture get released? Because I'd like to take a look at it. But no.
What if it was a really bad picture? Like, like she's just frumping around. He took a picture as a joke and sent it to Roger Stone.
Look how fucking ugly my wife is.
She's just like,
look at this fucking whale.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Yeah. But no. I was thinking about so somewhere it said that she didn't want to press charges because I guess it's now a possibility that could be a crime, right? So I think if I remember what I remember, there was Supreme Court rulings on this a few years ago, but I think if you have sent a naked photo of yourself or posted it somewhere, then you have relinquished any privacy, whatever, and it's now you've basically published it through text. But I think if somebody else takes a picture of you and sends it, then that's some sort of breach of legality.
I think all of this is kind of has to be hashed out because this is all relatively
new. But it made me think. So how is that different than back in the day? If somebody had a Polaroid of their wife naked and they showed it to their buddy in the garage, was that illegal? Is that is it any different? Just I guess.
Or what if he made a copy of it and then put it in the break room?
Maybe that's what it is because it's creating a digital copy. Probably what transcends the legal boundaries, but.
That could be. Yeah, I don't know.
We should have a show where this is the legal podcast where we just kind of guess at it. Yeah, we don't know.
We just make
sort of
wild assumptions about the law.
Is probably that
huge bush, Eric says. Tony Johnson, La Stupido is the name of Alex Jones's lawyer. Now, I'm going to guess what side you're on.
Boy. Yeah, he doesn't. Tony Johnson says Alex Jones is getting everything he deserves.
Yes. What's up, bitch titties?
Well, I don't know if you could explain why he's responsible for a guy with a fucking viewership of millions of people is responsible for a few lunatics that listen to him, And he wasn't even. Here's the other thing about the Sandy Hook stuff too, is he wasn't. It's not as though they kept referring to it in this courtroom. The conspiracy theories you came up with. He didn't come up with anything.
No, he covered.
There was a quarter of the country that thought that thing was staged. You know what I mean? There was some wild.
I remember
there was a wild poll at one point that it was a ton of people.
And we don't need to go too far into it, but I remember. Do you recall there was footage early on of the police taking guns out of their trunk and bringing there was a bunch of weird shit.
I remember 1,000 weird things.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird shit. And so when people saw that, they were like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this?
It didn't just come from nowhere.
And regardless, look, it happened. It happened as it was said. Okay, fine. But you can't. To me, you can't really. Now I get the guy has a huge platform and bigger at the time, especially. And I understand you have to sort of. So this is where I could agree with people though. It is irresponsible to just go with stories with no real evidence. That does result in, you know what I'm saying, that when it's, especially when it's about something.
But if that's the standard, then there's no more media ever.
Okay, so that's, yes.
Including us, you know? So that's the thing. It's like black or white with that. Either you let people try and say what they believe is true, or it's kind of all suspect then.
Well, did you hear this, by the way? This kind of obviously we're going to be in this for a while. So, did you hear this though? There's a third category of information called malinformation.
I've seen the term. I kind of ignored it.
It's a new term that is a new legal term that
seemed like misinformation to me.
Yeah. So misinformation is going with something that is
that you know is untrue.
No, that's disinformation.
Oh, that's dis.
So misinformation is doing it when it's all inaccurate.
Don't have the facts.
Disinformation is intentionally misleading.
Gotcha.
Malinformation is if something is true, but it negatively impacts the government.
Okay. Yeah.
So apparently,
I mean, something could be Maoist.
Something could be true.
Yeah.
But if you go with that story and it's somehow negatively, that's malinformation.
Okay.
So that's insane.
Yeah. Kind of like when I tell you should clean up the yard. You're like, don't give me information that displeases me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any fucking number of things.
Boy, you should see. Grass is this tall.
Now, Tony says nobody in their right mind ever thought Sandy Hook was some kind of stage event. I would disagree with that. I knew a lot of people that question that. I know a lot of people that question a lot of things.
People act like that was just a thing that people normally do, is just jump all over something like that and go, no, it's not real. That's not normal, and most people that ended up thinking that didn't approach it thinking that. I remember like a few days afterwards, a good friend of mine that I used to do YouTube stuff with came over and was like, hey, I got to show you this video about that shooting. And he goes, I don't know what to think here, but like, if it's not true, this is really like whoever made this video is a huge asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're starting to look at stuff about people were saying, hey, this looks weird, that looks weird, whatever. Which, by the way, is a lot of what Alex Jones did. He didn't fucking originate or come up with any fucking theories. He was going, here's what people are saying, let's look at it. You know what I mean?
Well, also, people didn't do this with Columbine.
No.
You know what I mean? They didn't.
Now, we didn't really have the ability to, but
that's true.
But also, here's the thing. It wasn't as though everybody just woke up and decided that was their premise and that they were going to fill in the gaps. Many people, including myself at the time, were led to believe something fucked up was going on because of what was shown to them, and it was a slow process of convincing. I didn't believe it right away. I was like, I'm not sure what I believe now, to be honest. I'm not taking any hard stance that it was fucking staged or something like that. I'm just saying, when I noticed that something extremely strange was going on, it was something that I came about honestly. It wasn't something I set out to believe. So that's what I'm saying. Like that view of just like nobody in their right mind could possibly have ever have thought. I mean, like, that's just it's very presumptuous to think that only people that agree with you could possibly be in their right mind, I guess. I don't know.
Another one like that was the Vegas shooting. Do you remember the Vegas shooting?
Yeah.
I still have questions about that. They were never answered. It just went away. Why were all the cameras always off when this man entered or left the hotel room? Why was there no footage of what he was bringing up to his room? Why did he have this many guns? How did he shoot all of those rounds by himself?
There
was like 1,000.
He was another one of how did he make his living, and they were like, he's a professional gambler, and me as a fucking degenerate gambler said no such thing, and whoever says they are is somehow fucking lying, and there's all kinds of tricks about it. There's like 3 of them in the world
questioning whether or not the Vegas shooting happened, I don't question whether it happened because I actually know somebody who saved a girl there. A guy named Mike Vestudo was on the news, and he's from here. He lives in Vegas now for the better part of our lives. But I still know him, and I still know his family, and they called him the Hulk in the media because he grabbed this chick. He's a big dude too, and he fucking threw her over a fence, and he was like grabbing people, and like he was like so. I don't think that it didn't happen, but there's questions of how it happened.
If
who
people
did,
say staged, they don't necessarily mean fake.
No, that's what. Yes,
some of this is like lost in translation. Where if like somebody says hoax, that means it's totally created.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Alex Jones did refer to it as a hoax.
He may have at some point,
multiple times.
You know what? So if you remember that, what was the name? Something Pachenik dude. That was like an ex-CIA guy, intelligence guy that used to always be on Alex Jones. It was at his final urging that he finally, because Alex Jones wouldn't comment on Sandy Hook for I want to say a couple months or something, because I remember the tension building in what used to be called the truth community, going, why won't he comment on this? And he kept going, I don't know, we're going to look into it, and so eventually,
I don't remember. I wasn't really following him closely, but there was so much shit.
Well, I
Here's
remember
the thing:
what happened.
I got into it without Alex Jones.
Sure.
You know what I mean? There was so much shit around about that particular event that I didn't need Alex Jones. There was so many people, dissecting the news footage and dissecting why these people were all led over here and why this footage went missing. There was just a lot of shit that was going on. And look, all of it could be incompetence on police. It could have been incompetence. It could have been all kinds of shit.
It could have been a combination of a lot of things. But the point is, all of the points we're making go to speak to, I think, the lack of culpability that he really has in anything happening to these people, to be honest.
Now, maybe
it's also a dangerous precedent to set, that it's like, if somebody takes a chance and says something controversial that turns out to be untrue or whatever, and they can now have their entire livelihood stripped from them because someone else was hurt in the process, is that the type of precedent we want to set for journalism? You know what I mean? So,
the argument against that would be, he's not a journalist, he's a conspiracy theorist. Now, I don't
he's a journalist. I mean,
now here's another thing is the problem with this is right now the people that are on the left primarily are the ones that are rallying against Alex Jones, and the people that are typically on the right or right leaning, actually not even right wing people, really don't back him at this point. But with the precedent that you're talking about, this was also going on back in the day when the right was in power, and anything that went against them, they were saying this is a conspiracy theory.
Let's get into these clips because that's going to come up right away. And I know I want to start going into this just because we don't start just doing the same things over and over. So this is the one I want to take control of, if you don't mind. Did we do the other ones? I think we're caught up. So this is a long video. I'm going to kind of flip through it. I got some notes here, and this is part one of Alex Jones on the stand. And like I said, this is him being questioned by his own lawyer. So what's funny about it is it plays a lot like his show, where it's like he's just that one guy all the fucking time. And when you meet him in person, he's just that one guy all the fucking time. He just
I could see him
can't
being
stop.
Like, that's him. Even if it was a character to begin with, it's no longer a character.
And that's whatever. We went over that last week, but
all right. So you got control. There you go.
Can I see the mouse?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Look at you. Just kick back and just comment.
Yeah.
Pal. All right. We're up. They can see everything? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So let me take us up to about 6 minutes here, because we're going to be... This is... for some reason, and there's another goofy thing about court, they ask everyone to give themselves a little introduction, which is like, why don't you just say, hey, this is the fucking, we know what this fucking guy is, this is why we're here. Everybody's been staring at him awkwardly for weeks. He's like, can you introduce it? Whatever. All right. So here's the old introduction. Let's check this out.
Ads in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, is it? All right, sorry. I should have said, full disclosure, we may run into a few... I couldn't find a commercial-free version of this. Although some people will be like, you guys are stupid, just use ad block or whatever, but I don't know.
I forget one of them, but I think these are all, do you understand them?
So she's wrapping up the instructions there. There we go.
Alex, would you please introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Hi, I'm Alex Jones.
I thought that was awesome. It's so genuine. Just like, what is it? I don't know how goofy and unnecessary. But it's like part of the proceeding. So, and here we go.
How are you feeling today, Alex?
I actually feel good because I get a chance to, for the first time, say what's really going on instead of the corporate media and high-powered law firms manipulating what I actually did.
Dude, I love it when immediately the first question just like, let's take control of the narrative here. Let's fucking... And here's the thing.
It's immediate.
And for people that hate him, great, it's not that interesting to me. But if you find him to be an interesting person or whatever, it's one of his major talents is his persuasiveness, and his ability to...
Yeah, he's an absolute...
To direct a narrative.
Yeah.
He's a cult leader, in a way.
That's it. Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. He's a pure alpha, cult leader.
Yeah. But a guy, again, very, whatever. We've been over it. We've been over all his early work with eminent domain in East Texas and defending landowners and blah, 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 and this and that. Okay. He's done a lot of stuff. Here we go.
I want to start by kind of letting the jury know a little bit about your youth and where you grew up so they can get to know you better. Is that okay?
Okay. And before we do that, I just do want to say this on record because I've said it many times. I apologize to both.
Sustained. So
Immediately, so right before this had started, the judge had gone through the whole thing of like, this is not a conversation. You answer the questions directly. That's it. You don't editorialize. You don't go on rants. And I just it takes fucking 10 seconds, and he's just before we started, just what?
Let me say a piece real quick. No. You're on the stand.
And he knows that too. That's the thing. Is like
he can't fucking help himself.
He can't help it, dude. He's like a dog that's too excited, and he just can't fucking get out of it. You know?
Let's be honest. This dude's got some mental issues.
Right.
He does, though.
But that's one of those things like we talk about of like people who can solve a Rubik's Cube have other fucking things that are wrong with them. You don't get everything. You know what I mean? Somebody that can keep the pace and keep up the recollection that he has for as long as he has, it's like of course there's parts of his personality that are going to suffer. Anyways, here we go.
Jones, one of the instructions I just gave you is that this is not a conversation. Question and answer.
So she got the monologue, but not me. I got it.
He's talking. Okay. So the judge hates him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And now he had done a piece on her at one point, saying that she was involved with DCSF.
Well, it's one of the things.
Child trafficking.
It's one of those things that he does sometimes. Of like, well, she's associated with this, and this is associated with this, and so okay. Now, not to say I don't fucking believe that CPS across the country is involved in child abduction. I wholeheartely believe that, and there's judges involved too. Obviously, they get busted sometimes. They're fucking out there. Yeah. So whatever. He may even be right. I have no fucking idea. But anyways, the judge fucking hates him.
Yeah.
So and she got to have a monologue, but not me. And it's like, dude, he just doesn't acknowledge what's going on here. Like.
So you have to only answer questions that are asked of you. Mr. Reynal will ask you, I'm certain, all the questions you want, but you have to wait for the question. You may proceed.
Mr. Jones, have you been wanting to apologize?
It's like how he's looking at his own lawyer like, what?
I know, I don't get it.
Apologize to the plaintiffs in this case for a long time.
Now, the first question, would you like to apologize to the plaintiffs?
Yes.
And what would you like to say to them?
That I never intentionally tried to hurt you. I never even said your name until this case came to court. I didn't even really know who you were.
Okay, now how about that as a point? If you're going to charge somebody with, or you're going to find somebody guilty in a defamation suit and they never even said the person's name on air, is it enough to have just said Sandy Hook victims in general or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I just thought it was an interesting, there's a lot of things in here that I'm like, this in a way, dude, it doesn't seem fair. Even if you think he's the worst guy in the world and what he said was horrible and stupid and uninformed and whatever, even if you truly believe that he was like at somehow the fucking at the forefront of this conspiracy theory, which again he wasn't at all, and it's like, is he responsible for the behavior of a couple whack job fans? That's what it comes down to, is because they're claiming the harassment, the violence, the this and that from his supporters. Yeah. Which again, how do you quantify any of that? Like, I don't get it, but whatever. Here, let's see. Sorry.
Until a couple years ago when all this started up, the internet had a lot of questions. I had questions. And over that 6-7 year period before I got sued, or 6-year period, it's clear you can see the whole progression of us, the few times we covered it, trying to actually find out what happened. And that's really been my big frustration, is that the people have said that I'm personally trying to hurt them or coming after them when I question every big event, and a lot of times it turns out that we...
Okay, so we kind of get the point that he's making. It's
sure.
Similar stuff that I've been through. And whatever, think it's bullshit or not, but you're in a courtroom, so it seems like most of the defense's points and counterpoints were pretty much ignored and dismissed, you know. And whatever, maybe they just did a terrible job. I could believe it, you know. But like we said, always a circus. When Alex Jones comes to court, that should be like an old John Philip Sousa song, like when Alex Jones comes to court. It's the whole joyous town walking behind him. Anyways, okay, we're gonna skip ahead to 12:23. Now, some of these things I just thought were interesting.
Yeah. You know what I find interesting is that you think everyone else knows who John Philip Sousa is.
Oh, they do. He's been popular for 125 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Or wait a second, was he popular 125 years ago? No matter. Let's proceed.
Yeah.
So. Some of these I just got because it's not really like the goofiest or weirdest stuff. It's just I think it's kind of interesting for people who were fans of this era of conspiracy and internet. You know,
phone lines up. And the first time I went in, they got about 100 calls the first time.
He's talking about his first.
Did you know that there's a simple combination?
His first public access show, and this is the part we're gonna need anyway. So we're good. Here we go.
I think I was 21, 22 by then.
And what was the format of your early shows on Austin Public Access TV?
It wasn't as conspiratorial or political. There was some of that because there was other people doing those shows, and I already knew about that information. But it was just all over the map. It was just really call-in shows, different topics. Did variety shows like carved pumpkins on TV on Halloween, and have a guy come in with his pet monkey and it dances around.
Okay, did you know?
I did not.
That Alex Jones did a public access variety show?
No, I didn't.
And I looked around, I could not find any of it. But now that might be partially because he's been so thoroughly scrubbed from the internet. I don't know if this was previously available, but I'm going to hunt.
Because it's hard to find any of this shit
further. Yeah, I'm going to hunt around a little further. But so he's like, have guy bring a monkey in.
Yeah, carve pumpkins.
Yeah. Does this monkey know about the Trilateral Commission? Is like fucking yelling at him.
Yeah, it was an inside job.
Right. Yeah.
9/11.
Now I know this has got to be some kind of human monkey chimera. No monkey I've ever seen could be this smart.
Yeah. Those dance moves are human.
Yeah. Now I'm going to carve a pumpkin, but not in any of the satanic imagery that the Illuminati would have me carve.
Yeah.
He just carves the have a nice day smiley face. Okay. So let's see. Anyways, that was the first public access show. I think he says something else funny here.
Just fun stuff. Because I also liked Johnny Carson growing up.
Did people like your show?
They did.
And did you? Did your show? I mean, it sounds sort of like almost like a Wayne's World kind of thing.
I think Wayne's World's a good way to describe it.
And
did you notice what just happened there? The lawyer
gave him a little.
No. Alex Jones wrote that line.
That's what I'm saying. He fed him that line.
Yeah. The lawyer was like, and then you saw him look at the camera.
Yeah. He knew that was coming.
He delivers it in such an acty kind of
kind of thing.
I think Wayne's World's a good way to describe it.
He looks over at the jury. I think so. All of this is carefully crafted to establish his charm, I think, but it's failing. I don't think people like him that much.
I don't know if he could have won this case.
I don't know.
No matter what.
Man, it's one of those things that's like, you're up against the parents of dead children that say they're hurt, but his his attempt, the whole thing. So if you guys, I kind of recommend this as just a great watch. This entire thing, if you guys have time, because the whole thing is a really blatant and transparent attempt to establish his own narrative, which I guess is the point of this, But but it's basically him establishing like why do you think such crazy things? And he's like, well, the Gulf of Tonkin and the this and that, and he brings up all the like well documented stuff. And dude, we couldn't get that much into it, but it's like you got it because a lot of the clips would end up being like fucking 4.5 minutes long to have context. You know what I mean? So you guys can go. I would recommend just watching the whole thing. It's amazingly entertaining. But anyways, the whole thing is to establish like content or context, like history, credibility, likability, all of that stuff. So anyways, I just thought that was a funny,
which is an odd direction to go. You're not going to be likable in this court.
I would have just gone with the lack of culpability more.
Yeah, I would have stressed
spent more time on that than the character.
Yeah, rather than the personality-driven fucking argument. That's not good. Like they already fucking hate you. That's like going to your ex-girlfriend's and all of her friends know you only because of her, and you're trying to like schmooze them. They're like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? You just got to like.
He's trying to pull off some kind of old school fucking Atticus Finch thing of like, well, he's just so damn charming. We just can't. Okay, hold on. So 15:10 is where I need to be. That's where I'm at. Okay, so this is what you were starting to talk about when I cut you off to do this. So
how dare you?
I'm gonna give you the floor after this clip.
Okay.
How do you like that?
So I like floors.
I know. I'm sorry about what I did to yours. By the way, well, there's still a fucking bottle of glue stuck to the floor over here. Here's where we get into an interesting point about people that think that this guy and people like him are right wing. Okay.
Yes.
Here's he talks about a lot of the same shit that we talk about.
Located on how many radio stations?
It fluctuated between 30 or 40 at first, and as much as over 200.
So this is how many syndications he had. That's what they're asking about. Okay.
I would say things that were politically not popular to talk radio, more left-wing things like being anti-war or things like that, and I would lose a bunch of stations, and I would gain more stations. But talk radio was mainly conservative. And so when 9/11 came around and I had questions, we lost 70% of our affiliates in 1 month because I didn't want to, attack all these foreign countries.
So interesting that at one time, Alex Jones, according to him, lost 70% of his affiliates because he was perceived as left-wing in a heavily conservative genre.
Yeah, so, it's funny because that's actually when I first now that he says this, I believe I was living in Madison, Wisconsin, and I would listen to Air America, and it was like, what's the comedian's name who's got WTF podcast? Mark Maron.
Yeah.
And it was like that, the lineup of Air America, and a couple of them would have him on with this Prison Planet, and he would talk about right wing, attributing things to the right wing, these horrific. Whatever, like leading us to war because of, whatever.
I mean, Alex Jones was the harshest critic of Bush I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
So you can't accuse him of being one-sided for sure. And I only put this out there because I just don't know if people fucking know that about him. I don't know if they understand. And so, anyways, we're just doing our little part to spread the truth. Now that was a very regrettable, unironic use of the truth button.
Yeah,
so
but you know what? We did it.
Refrain from that. No, that felt wrong, didn't it? It was like,
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
All right. So then I'm going to skip ahead. We got a couple more of these of Dave. I think it all happened in a span of 2 days, most of his testimony. But I got a couple more of these that I want to hit for today.
Sure.
37. And I know we shouldn't be doing it this way, guys. We should do a little more prep work. But fuck no, we shouldn't.
I mainly just talk about philosophy and the big picture.
So sorry.
Now you're gonna have an ad in 1 second.
This is him talking about where he wants to look at that. That's cool.
Perfect.
All right, this is him talking about kind of where he wants to go with his new. He wants to go in a new direction and
is that
do
right?
less politics. Yeah.
Oh.
But now
I don't understand why this is part of the trial. I don't get so much of this. And the whole time when I was watching this whole thing, like I said, if you guys get the chance, it becomes surreal where you're almost just going like,
what the fuck is this?
Is this in the rules? Like, is this allowed? I don't. Yeah.
Why is this?
Court is just an exceedingly fucking confusing and mind-boggling place to me. I don't get what's okay and what isn't.
No,
I just
I don't know
understand.
if they do. I don't know. They must.
They
must.
Well, they sometimes, but you've seen plenty of courtrooms where the judge is like all flustered and there's somebody files a motion to dismiss and they don't want to, and they're like, no, you have to. They're like, no, I'm calling an emergency recess.
This
like,
judge is no Judge Ito.
Yeah, exactly. They just make Ito would have had this.
Lance Ito would have been, and Judge Miles. What was that guy's name? Mills Lane.
Oh, Mills Lane.
Yeah, Judge Mills Lane.
He's got to be dead, right?
He has to be.
Yeah.
For what he said.
He deserves to be. Yeah, for sure. Hold on a second. Let's get through this last couple things here.
You're
going to have an ad.
Philosophy.
Okay.
2.
That's fine. While this ad plays, I'd like to mention our sponsor, Bloody Knife.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to have blood, crime scene DNA,
4 different.
Yeah.
Yeah, neighbors.
Go out and get one if you need to frame somebody. Okay.
And the show's gotten more Christian, because I'm a Christian, but as things progress, all things happening in the world, I'm moving more towards doing a self-help, life experience type show than the political show.
Now, can you picture this though?
Not really.
That's the thing.
Unless he's selling some sort of program, like, you know what I mean,
he's going to be, what's his name, Tony?
Tony Robbins. Yeah, I could see him doing. I mean, look, he'd probably fucking kill it. He'd probably make $1 billion.
That's the thing. Okay, and so for all of the times that I like kind of defend him in a certain way, I understand that he is the consummate snake oil salesman. I get it, you know, and also that's another complicated thing, because I actually think some of those products were fucking awesome, and incredibly useful. But I get it. I get what
Mike Ewald just said. This is an infomercial for his next show.
Dude,
it does seem that way.
It basically
does seem that way.
And so
odd.
Speaking of that, I'm going to jump right ahead of this one since you guys brought that up, because there's no better example of him being the consummate salesman that he is than at 56:19. I wish I could see a little bit better. I almost can.
You're
see
right there.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, we're almost there. All right, so check out this moment and see if you can spot.
I can't.
Just see if you can. I want to see how discerning you are, and how savvy you are when it comes to stuff like this. See if you can spot a tiny, subtle ad placement in the court proceeding. Okay, I want to see if you can pick up on this. Here we go.
It's business model. Do you sell vitamins?
Yes.
Are your vitamins FDA certified?
No, they're not.
Why not?
1996 law, the FDA has no jurisdiction over any nutraceuticals, not the ones at Whole Foods, not the ones at GNC, and not ours. And ours are private labeled, top brands that are sold at Whole Foods and GNC. We have them made by the top lab recognized in the United States. All we do is put our label on it so we know it's triple tested, the highest quality, and that's why people love it, because it is the best out there. And I'll give it to Whole Foods, and I'll give it to GNC and others. They've got the same stuff. There's all sorts of crap you can buy at a gas station out there. That's not what ours is.
He's looking over at the cameras, at the jury. He's doing an ad read. He's fucking,
This is an odd, dude, this is fucking weird testimony.
And again, so they're going to yell at him later. They fucking admonish him for like 10 minutes because he claims to be bankrupt when they say technically he's not. But then he can just do his vitamin ad read the whole time. Like, I don't understand the rules. I just don't get it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
this is very odd.
This is why a lawyer makes so much money, maybe, because it's just fucking.
Because they have to sift through this fucking. They have to wade through the muck and the mire of what the American legal system is.
It's got to be one of the most maddening things you could ever do with your life. Is to just willfully subject yourself.
Crackhead seems.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's simpler.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, the making of the crack can be somewhat of a complex process when you've been up for 3 days and you're shaking and stuff, but that's about as hard as it gets. And really, you should just kind of put the pipe down at that point anyways,
yeah.
You know? That's our lesson for the day. 3 days, that's enough crack.
Now, I don't like how this guy's head looks that I'm looking at the back of his head here.
This the one guy with the white hair?
Yeah. It looks as if it was painted into the scene, and I'm not a fan. So
it does. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Looks like it has a filter only on it.
It does look. Oh, why can I not think of it? It looks like Bob Ross came by and just fucking.
And we're gonna put just a sneaky little lawyer right here. He's gonna live right here by the table,
and just a little nub, a little nub of an ear,
and just indicate it. Just have a little black line there.
Take my white and just shine the top of the head.
Yeah, that's nice.
and a little thin brush for the little wispies at the top. Okay, here we go.
It's a perfect painting.
Is this where we're at? Oh wait, hold on. I want to do this one right. Okay, so this is where they're getting in trouble with the judge, and this is just to illustrate that this judge hates them.
While you're under oath.
Yes.
What did your attorney tell you about your testimony today? I want to be very careful.
So again, they're mad because he claimed to be bankrupt, and then he's just breaking a bunch of rules apparently about like his communication he had with his attorney outside of the courtroom. And what is this? All these technical things you're not supposed to do, whatever. So he just keeps just bulling a china shop, just fucking. He
doesn't care.
And you can see the judge. It's like she even somewhere, I'm not sure if it's in this clip, but she at some point goes like, "It seems absurd to once again advise you to follow the instructions, but here I am." All right, wait here.
Were you instructed that there were some things you could not testify about?
Yes.
And do you remember what they were?
Yes.
Hey guys, it's Marco Rubio.
Remember this guy?
Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
Barely. I remember
what happened to him. He was a controversial figure, wasn't he? He had something to do with the wasn't he governor of Texas? I think. Oh, who am I thinking of?
No, he's a senator from Texas.
Senator Texas.
No. All I know of Marco Rubio is him getting fucking shredded in the Republican debates in 2016.
Yeah, because he was just such a nerd. Yeah, that's right.
Dude, Trump just fucking
I
laid
thought he had something to do with the
That was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Is the Republican?
I thought he had something to do with the approving of the like HPV vaccination that like killed a bunch of people. Whatever. Anyways, I'm no Alex Jones. Can't remember all that stuff. But here,
what were they?
She said, "What were the instructions?"
I'm trying to remember that.
You just said
there was a document you put out saying don't talk about free speech, don't say I'm innocent, and a bunch of other stuff, and then that got withdrawn. I believe you withdrew it. I think called motion limiting.
Okay. So you don't remember?
No. I remember currently.
Stop. Remember day one where I said, "So unfair world," and you don't get to interrupt the judge? Do you remember that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. But the judge gets to interrupt you.
Okay.
Remember that? Yeah. Okay, so you don't really.
He just like doesn't ever pick it up. He just yeah. It's like when he's in an interview, and there's that one time he's on Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan goes, "Are you done?" And he goes, "Yes, I am done." And let me tell you another thing.
Yes, I am done.
Yeah.
And let me tell you another thing.
Right, yeah. And all right, here, you know what? We kind of get the vibe of that. That's what's going on. She hates him. And because we're kind of running out of time, I'm going to skip ahead here. This is her. This is the lawyer tries to dispute a ruling before she's made it. Is basically what happened. Now, again, this guy is a mess, and we're going to see. Oh, we didn't even. That's the thing we'll end on is the post-trial argument that he's having with the plaintiff's lawyer. Remember that one? After we're done with this, yeah,
totally.
Because he's a very frustrated man by the end of this. I would say he's not having his best week at work. But here's the next thing where he tried. You'll see here.
So that I don't run afoul of your ruling.
No,
I'm not done.
I'm sorry.
Wait, that was it. Hold on.
Let me get this ad out of here.
Oh, okay, sorry. So you hear him go.
There.
He's trying to like posture himself for like so that I don't run afoul of your ruling.
Down and filed. We'll take that up post-trial.
Your Honor, so that I don't run afoul of your ruling.
I'm not done.
I'm sorry.
Dude, she said it like his big sister. Like, dude, will you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like, you have not been doing...
Do you know where you're at?
You've not been doing lawyer stuff right this entire time.
Yeah.
Would you just relax over there?
This guy does seem like a fucking idiot.
But I love the idea that he like wants to dispute the ruling, but she's like, I didn't even... Oh, wait, she's going to go on. Hold on.
You don't even know what it is yet.
She's so pissed.
Awkward, yeah. And he's just got to fucking stand there with his like Brad Pitt 1992 haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motions?
I could have gone less complimentary with the reference, I suppose.
No.
I can't think of it.
It is pretty Brad Pitt.
It's him
it could
and
be Ethan Hawke.
Sure. Yeah.
He's got an Ethan Hawke back vibe.
It's a 1992 haircut all around.
Seeking sanctions against Mr. Jones and Mr. Reynolds.
So, yeah, anyways, we can kind of skip through some of this because what's going to happen, and again, another thing, I'm not even sure what this entails. They're seeking sanctions now because they think that they've been knowingly breaking the rules to contaminate the jury, and it's some kind of ploy and whatever. Fuck, I don't know. So now the plaintiffs are pissed off, and he goes on a whole thing at the end. We're kind of running out of time, but he's basically like, I think that they're lying. I think that they've done all this stuff on purpose. I think that this whole thing is just a circus to them, and that Alex Jones is trying to posture for the future of his career.
I mean, that's what he's doing.
I mean, it's circling the wagons. This is one of our only play. And then they get very mad at him about the bankruptcy thing because they're calling it a sham bankruptcy. That basically, here's the other problem. Alex Jones said on his own show, well, bankruptcy would be a good strategic play for me, actually, because, then I'd be able to solve time, install this verdict, and blah, 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 which is happening. But now that's another thing that's just not going to be good in a courtroom once they play it. And
fucking idiots.
So I was watching some, legal experts on YouTube, and they were all saying, yeah, I mean, he said he was going to do this on his show yesterday, and now he's doing it, and this is not good. Yeah. So he's
probably not the best play.
He's claiming bankruptcy all over the place, the parents of the plaintiffs in the defamation case. Now, another thing I'm not really sure the ins and outs of, they can somehow challenge the bankruptcy filing. So I guess because they're the beneficiaries of this ruling, they somehow have status where they can now challenge the bankruptcy.
I can see that.
So that's kind of the long and short of it when it's all said and done.
Basically.
So next week we'll start off with some more interesting stuff from day 2. Sure. And I'll try not to take up so much time next week. But there's a bunch of interesting shit that comes up about the history and the evolution of the truth movement, what we used to know as the truth movement, which has been kind of I don't know, a defunct sort of term, I feel, for a while.
No, it doesn't hold the same weight.
Right, but there's a bunch of interesting shit that'll come up next week, and we'll get back on that story for you. And once we're done with the flamingo and light, once we're done with the real serious shit that we have to.
Hey, give me this. There you go.
Okay,
back to that, folks.
That's the old. That was planned.
Yeah,
that's actually in the script.
That's what we do.
Somebody let us know if that doesn't happen at some point.
Yeah,
because then you'll really know that.
Obi-Wan overthought what was happening. Come on.
Do some comments while I get some.
Making crack ain't easy. That's true. Did I hear blame
it's easy
the
at first.
Christian in there? Is this an info for the next show? Sousa, yes, that is his. Oh, Tony says, hey, I know who John Philip Sousa was.
Yeah, see, that's not. I mean. If you played in band as a kid, you know that.
What a stupid thing to hang your hat on. He owns it now because he perpetuated the lie about fake dead babies. Then I grew up. Oh wait, what is that?
What's a stupid thing to hang your hat on?
We would have had to.
Okay, well,
been in there and been doing that while you were.
Yeah, whatever, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah,
honestly, it's a bit self-indulgent on our parts, just because these type of things are our favorite topics.
Also, look, anytime Alex Jones is in court, and he's been in court before, obviously, and it's always a fucking circus. Many times.
Yeah.
And it's always a fucking circus.
Probably more than me.
And this one, okay, now. One thing that I don't like is, and this Mike did this in a way. I don't like when people look. It's a legal proceeding about defamation. When you start saying dead babies and this and that, that is just yes, it is about that.
Who was saying like people in the court? You mean,
but no, but that's what I'm saying is I see a lot of like
comments and shit
just
like that.
comments and commentary on media outlets and stuff like that, where it's not they go away from what the actual case is about.
There seemed to be a lot of that in this case.
Yeah. And it's just like okay, you can do that because then people immediately are like a knee-jerk reaction, like, oh, God, yeah, he is a fucking monster. And you can say that, too. But to me, it's not a very strong... to me, that shows that you're just taking that sort of easier, legal... It's not even a legal avenue. You're just... You're you know what I mean? It's just... they do this all the time when... you see headlines that are just sensationalized. It happens. It's basically that's what news is now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Play. I don't. It annoys me. It's like, yeah, I get it. You're always going to bring up somebody that's helpless or whatever. It's just this tug at emotional, heartstring or.
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Heartstrings, is that a fucking term?
Yeah, that's a good one.
A tug on the heartstrings.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, thanks. I was gonna say, I was thinking there's like it's kind of the same tactic they have used for years with silencing comedians. Mm-hmm. And it might sound ridiculous to you on the face of it, but if you think it through, there was the famous Patrice O'Neill quote about a joke that misses the mark and one that hits the mark come from the same place. Yeah. And the same, noble intent.
You're trying
I want to make people laugh.
Yes.
So I do truly believe that people that miss the mark with stuff like this, their intent was probably noble.
Possibly.
They thought they were fighting against evil, That's what I think. That's why I was interested in topics like that. You know what I mean? But my point is, though, if you silence them, then already Alex Jones was talking about in the trial, how he's never going to cover any school shooting again. He's not going to cover mass shootings at all. He's like, it's too much
Probably
of a mess. But what I'm saying is, okay, so now he's out. So now, and anybody else who may have potentially reported on one that actually is a stage thing or whatever is not going to be too afraid to. What I'm saying is, it's the same slippery slope of of stifling original thought. You know what I mean? Because if you make people afraid to say anything controversial, then what do you get?
Yes. Now, there's going to be people out there that say there would never and could never be an event so horrific that would be staged, and I would say that's
not
nonsense.
True.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean,
that's nonsense.
How many proven? I guess maybe you just don't care about guys in their late teens and early 20s that have been hundreds of times killed for fucking all manner of reasons and lied about in terms of our military.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
no, I mean it's our government is willing, and parts of our
willing
government
to kill.
Are more willing to we're expendable, and so I don't the idea that I've never understood that from either side, right or left, that this government is above,
nobody would ever be that evil.
Yeah, no, dude, there's many, and don't even take this government, just governments in general,
or not even government, the people that work in and around the government, shall we say, somewhat out adjacent. Of the light of day.
They're government adjacent.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely we know that there's fucking mercenary groups out there that'll do whatever the fuck somebody pays them to do. Sure. Period. That's just what they do. If you are willing to believe that this country will assassinate leaders and assassinate targets, and it just doesn't make any sense to me to think that for some reason they would stop at anything.
Because, by the way, how many times have we documented as a nation killed plenty of fucking children? Maybe not just in our own little
Vietnam
area
War.
here, but
you know what I'm saying? We were in villages burning them down.
Why is it so hard to believe that somebody could come up with a plan like that?
We don't care. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. We did it.
So, whatever. But yeah, thanks for sticking with us on that, guys. We're going to be back in a little bit. A couple minutes, and we got some other shit.
Yeah,
we'll
make
more
it quick.
Lighthearted stuff, and a little bit. Kind of.
Yeah, we'll make it quick. Hang out, vibe out, spaz out, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want.
Hey, it's your world. We're just living in it here on Radioville. Population Truth.
eyes of a spider bite. I never even had a chance to choose between the fight or flight. I fell before I felt the guiding light of the lightning strike. You're not alive. You have never rode a single mile upon my bike. You were ghost town.
All right, we're coming back. Was the music playing like slow? When I heard it on my phone when I was in the bathroom, it sounded like it was like low pitched and slow or something. It was weird. That might have just been how my phone doing that or something. I don't know. People can let me know.
Yeah. What's up, guys? All right.
Yeah, Tom, you want to respond to a couple comments?
Sure. Yeah. Now, first off, Kay, I'll just be over here spazzing out, says Brooke. Hey, wait. What is this track? Is this Vinny?
Yeah.
It sure is. That is Vinny as Robot Hilarious, his stage name. Hip-hop act, hip-hop extraordinaire.
Yes, you can find me playing to crowds of virtually 7 to 12 people all across the Chicagoland area.
Did I hear a blame? Obi-Wan overthought what was happening. I don't know what that means. Tony says, you guys, I like sticking you guys for the 3 hours. You guys do provide an ebb and flow throughout the show. Thank you, Tony.
Type all the words of your sentences, please.
Nope.
Oh, we did tell them to spaz out, I suppose.
This is all spazzing out. And then Andrew says they provide something. That's for sure. I'm Jay Foxing over here.
All right. There we go. Okay.
All right, folks.
We're going to try something a little new.
We are.
Here. Not really. I mean, it's as old as... It's pretty much one of the oldest things you could possibly do.
Yeah.
But
we're going to do it.
We were talking about, we're like, what does it go back to of, like, reading a headline and making a joke about it? Like, it goes back to, like, vaudeville or something.
I would think even probably predates vaudeville. But yeah, I mean, it definitely is forever.
Now, we all have our own heroes in this genre, but we are now entering the fray as joke writers. So,
and it's not going to be good.
We got a couple things prepared for you people.
Yeah, so
you want to start it off? Let me see. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me give you some background here.
Ooh.
Wait, hold on. What is this going to be? There you go.
Ooh, yes. This just in. Headlines. All right. Fortune magazine says monkeypox at a daycare center was only a matter of time, experts say. Next up, pool sports schools. Now, an STD being found spreading at a daycare center begs a little more digging, I would think, no? Perhaps first and foremost, are you having intercourse with these children? And followed closely by, are you hiring?
Sorry, I thought it was over. Okay.
All right.
All right, I like that you took a risk there. Yeah, nice. Here, let me back this up so I don't run out of time. All right, here we go. All right, I got one for you here.
You can look right up there. Sandy Hook lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the lawyer for the plaintiffs in the Alex Jones defamation suit revealed this week that among a large batch of cell phone records and text messages that he received accidentally from the defense was a text in which Jones was sent a naked picture of his wife to former Trump campaign manager Roger Stone. This prompted many in conservative circles to speak out, calling Jones, quote, a pretty chill guy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have not heard these jokes before we perform them for each other tonight.
I have no idea. All right, next up.
Reactions are real.
Next up.
Here we go.
Insider. Next-door mansions built for identical twins are on sale in Florida for $54 million. And in other unrelated news, please consider donating to mine and Vinny's GoFundMe titled For Charity, Not Buying Twin Mansions in Florida.
Yeah, that old gag. Yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can get away with it again.
Yeah, I need another mansion, but we should have twin mansions in Florida.
And this time, yeah.
But that's not what
this time, no insurance scams. No obvious insurance scams. There we go. All right. Give me the old... There we go. Recent footage of Wendy Williams, seemingly in a daze and looking gaunt and unhealthy, has some fans concerned. Dedicated viewers of her program worry that she'll never regain the creepily vibrant and truly demonic aesthetic that America fell in love with all those years ago. Okay.
All right.
Right? You know, she's fucking weird looking.
She's always... I've never understood
People
Wendy
are like,
Williams.
oh, there's new pictures of Wendy Williams where she looks weird.
Yeah. And
Really?
also old
and
ones.
also all yeah.
And also
old
all of
ones,
them.
medium ones.
Yeah.
It's like she's a real she's a real Three Bears of looking all fucked up.
Yeah.
This one's just no. Still not okay.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Ready?
Up next. All right. Hit me, Vinny. All right. Police searching for Bradley Cooper doppelganger they say stole from a Georgia Home Depot. When reached for comment, the Hollywood A-lister said, yes, doppelganger, while brandishing his brand new skill saw.
Okay.
No.
So he was the guy.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper's been stealing from Home Depots again.
Okay.
And, you know, at least he's doing it in Georgia now.
He's following in the footsteps of that other whack job. Was that guy
Yeah,
you told me?
and
Ezra Miller?
Oh, Ezra Miller. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get to Ezra Miller in a little bit, folks.
Coming up soon, Ezra Miller does a bunch of crazy shit. And I don't even know who this guy is, but he's fucking nuts. Okay.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Ready? I like this one. An international team of scientists issued a warning this week that a giant ice sheet could collapse in Antarctica. The team warns that ocean levels could rise 16 feet to the horror of environmentalists everywhere, but to the great relief of some of the taller whales. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else we have, folks.
You got one for us?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, give me it.
Ready?
Sure. Kim Kardashian says she won't stand for Kanye's insulting meme about her split with Pete Davidson.
Okay.
And I, for one, believe her. Knowing her track record, she'd most likely lay down or bend over for it.
Okay. All right. That was very Tonight Show. Yeah.
Are you a...
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Yeah, no, play.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just use a commercial as the background for my thing. Hold on.
All right.
Let's see. There we go. Last one. The Farmer's Almanac released its predictions for this winter. Now, here's a prediction that doesn't take an almanac to come up with. I predict there's going to be a bunch of farmers sitting around on their fat, lazy asses complaining about the weather. It happens every year.
All right. Folks, that was headlines. Let's... wish we had some applause. You guys just clap for us out there. We'll feel it.
You guys go ahead and spaz out. We'll just play the music when we get out of there, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
My phone died. I have no idea what's going on in the comments.
Yes. They're right there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting
You have a
about that.
monitor.
Taller whales. Stop it. Writing jokes about things that never were.
Yeah. I can't believe people didn't like my my Kim Kardashian laying down or bending over for the meme instead of standing for it. Yeah, I thought that was great.
No, that's good.
Or maybe they liked it. I don't know.
Yeah, they loved
I just
it.
assumed nobody
They're
likes
fucking going
anything.
crazy out there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They couldn't type because they were fucking
Dude,
cackling
if
so
we
hard.
walked outside right now, we would be literally ripped to shreds by adoring fans.
That's true.
Don't you ever forget
All
it.
right. I haven't seen that in the script in a while.
Just drop a bunch of shit, look like an idiot. No, that's in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is.
It's
yeah. Okay.
See, look, it's right before a guy can't find the next article
Yeah.
to put up. Hold on.
All right.
What do we,
ladies and germs.
Speaking of
All right.
which,
what do we got here?
Do we want to watch that How to Get Killed thing? That sounds fun, right?
Yeah, why not?
Now I found a little documentary from a little decade known as the 1940s, I believe.
I believe so
it says it
as
in the
well.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, 1943.
Now,
Let me get
who
rid
knew?
of us.
Who knew that they were capable of such modern cinema at the time?
Yeah,
you know?
so apparently
And
this is
such progressive outlooks.
An Army Ground Forces training film. How to get killed in one easy lesson.
Yeah.
Topics include World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Cold War, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. I don't know why they had to put this on here. Submarines, civilian and military aircraft, world travel, space exploration, and much more.
Who are you putting on that for? Like, they're already watching the film.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to get up right then? Like, no. Fuck. This doesn't have sonar.
Yeah. 1943, soldiers weren't allowed safe spaces or trigger warnings. It's just like, watch this and shut the fuck up.
But look, this is like the original hashtags.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Hashtag Korea, hashtag submarines.
They're like, one day in the distant future, they're gonna
love this.
This list of words will be remarkably important.
Mm-hmm.
Just you wait. Yeah. So. What do we got? Also available, historical railroad books.
Oh, this is some idiot that made this because they didn't have an email.
Oh, we're fucking stupid. We're making fun of it. It's fucking all right.
Yeah, let's just get into the film.
Yeah, it's obviously not from the 40s. Jesus Christ! It says HD and 2K right there.
Give me some volume, kid.
Fucking dumb. All right, here we go.
All right.
Nice.
I love it.
This is the music we would use if we were making something like this up.
Yep.
Fighting Men.
Fighting Men.
Which is which is better than the original title, which was just like
even more generic than that. Is that what you're trying to do?
I keep forgetting you can't say certain stuff. Fighting Men, which was better than the original title, Bunch of Whiny Pussies. There we go. I changed it. It was gonna be more related to like slurs of the time, kind of. I would say.
I'm sure there will be some in here. So let's take a gander.
They might do it for us.
How to get killed in one easy lesson.
Now I hope with this title is delivered with some level of sarcasm. Otherwise, I'm quite alarmed at the lack of training they had back then.
What if this gets us pulled?
Yeah. This is...
Oh, wait. Shh. What's happening?
This is violence, inciting violence.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I never even thought of that. We get our video pulled for inciting violence, but I don't see him pulling any ads for the U.S. Army or Marines.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Scathing critique.
Go after the little guy, but hey.
Yeah, punch down, why don't you?
I ain't marching through any foreign territory putting bullets in people's heads. Just saying.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, you haven't had the chance.
Not that I wouldn't.
We'll talk to the flamingo about that.
Yeah, oh yeah,
we'll be able to get in.
He's real creepy.
All right, this guy's clearly
some fucking
crawling along a.
When is the out-of-date guy gonna say vaguely racist stuff? Come on, let's get to the point here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there he is, the enemy. Bun it in and. Uh-oh. And that's how it usually goes in war. Watch. You shoot right around him.
Yeah.
And then give up. We have to stop this from happening somehow. But also, you take a couple shots and then cartoonishly look around, and then like when you see him again, do this old jumbled like.
Yeah, this is worse than like video games.
They didn't have a view of their opponent as being like too coordinated, it seems, or slick. You know.
Yeah, but you would think they did since they were being murdered by them.
Now this is in the Pacific Theater. I don't know. It's a weird thing that you see in the propaganda back then. It was like they portrayed the Japanese as so. Like goof. Remember the one we watched of Gilligan's Island? Even that was like even in the '60s, right? They didn't seem to respect them very much.
No, they didn't. All right, so let's see. Our own boy takes a couple shots.
Right there he goes.
He goes, whoa. Gotcha. One shot,
one shot, and he's like, ow. Like that's smart, GI. Yeah.
Now what at? Oh, but see, he made the cardinal error of getting up and running. Like
he's rushing in to steal that guy's canteen without fucking checking his perimeter.
Yeah. Oh,
that guy's canteen has got to be full of sake.
His gun was jammed. Oh, look, he's
just fucking
he saw his
giving
gun
up like
was
a
jammed.
bitch.
Nope.
Throw that rifle down.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, this is realistic too. In the midst of the Pacific Theater, in one of the most gruesome fucking battles in the history of the planet. Hey, gotcha. Come on down out of that tree there, son.
Come on, make it snappy or I'll blast you down.
Also, how could no one ever sound tough in a movie back then of any kind?
Yeah.
Back then,
that was
one
the tough
second.
guy.
Wait, here, I got you. Is this where he said it? Oh, no, okay. I want to hear him say, make it snappy or I'll blast you down.
Get down out of there, both of you.
And he's supposed to sound tough, right?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, make it snappy or I'll blast you down.
Yeah, dude. They just didn't know how to do it then. Yeah.
But what's his mistake? I don't know. What are we doing?
This is how he's probably going to be too trusting of his prisoners. Because as we know, they are tricky people. Well, we don't know that. They knew it then. It's commentary. It's about the period. It's,
I'd say that was more of a comment.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't an attempt at humor. Because that would have been
I'm going to run my bayonet into both of you.
That's hard.
I saw what you did to my platoon back there.
Yeah?
10 of my men you picked off.
Well, then why are we
10
fucking around
good American soldiers.
Uh-huh.
Not very good American soldiers.
Oh!
What?
Did you hear what he said? He said you killed 10 good American soldiers. And yeah, back it up. You hear this guy fucking smarting off at the mouth.
Well, he's about to get run through with his bayonet.
I would love to think so. Let's see.
10 of my men you picked off. 10 good American soldiers.
Big Pop, not very good American soldiers.
What's that?
Good American soldiers, very hard to hit. These were easy.
Listen, Jack. Those guys were my pals, and they were damn good soldiers, see? And one more crack out of you, and I'll kill you just like you killed them.
Beg pardon? Not quite true.
Huh?
They were not killed by us. They killed themselves.
This guy is fucking cruising for a bruising.
Yeah, but also
he's
very enlightened.
He's got some
meta.
of that like irritating sort of like evolving Taoist kind of logic or something going on.
Getting annoyed by him already.
This guy's been to the Himalayas. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he may be from the Himalayas. I don't know the difference between any other person besides an American soldier.
He could be a transplant that ended up with a strong sense of Japanese pride and heritage.
Yeah, but
he's definitely.
And I'm not saying racially. I'm saying uniforms. I can't tell.
He's definitely doing some of that evasive Eastern philosophy stuff.
He's about to lay down some fucking knowledge. Now, I think.
When is
and this guy? Could they not get a fucking guy that didn't look like he was missing all his teeth from doing chaw in a trailer all day long? For God's sakes, man.
Yeah. What is
this guy doing? What are you fucking? Popeye's cousin?
I was gonna call him like John Wayne's disabled brother. But,
well, that'd be ableist.
Because you can tell he's trying to talk in that voice. Although this was even before that. So
was it?
John Wayne was probably trying to be like this guy.
Ooh, we found his inspiration. Remember, I pointed out once that Heath Ledger copied Tom Waits as his Joker role.
Right.
This is who fucking every character that John Wayne did was.
And they were all copying. See, that's the weird thing is if the original Dracula hadn't been silent, Bela Lugosi was actually doing that voice as Dracula too.
That's true. Yeah.
I want to suck your blood there. Like that's what he actually sounded like. Yeah.
Come on over here, miss. See, I'm gonna take the blood right out of your neck if you don't watch it.
Yeah. So that's where it actually came from. But yeah.
Well, this guy looks like an idiot.
What the hell are you talking about?
Japanese soldiers, very clever. They have to be killed. American soldiers, very dumb. They get careless and kill themselves.
Now,
look, this is the point the film is making, I guess.
Yeah, this is what. Now I'm going to say this.
Was this made by the Japanese?
Choose your next word real careful, like.
No, this guy's already proven that he's fucking doesn't mean business. He told this guy 3 insults ago, you say another fucking word, I'm going to blow your head off, run you through, whatever he said that time. You know, another unconvincing threat.
He did say he was going to run them both through with one bayonet. Now that's a shish kebab. That's the move. It's called the shish.
And you ain't
Bob.
You ain't doing that with no standard issue World War II bayonet. That's not happening.
No. You could do that with one of the flying Ginsu missiles now, I think. But
okay, yeah. We should talk about that thing later. You guys know that there's a knife missile?
Yeah, there's a fucking knife missile. But okay.
But no,
so he's saying that
this fucking dude is not taking.
He's saying Japanese soldier, very clever.
Right. Why should he? Honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't take this man seriously either, due to his weak jawline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does have that sort of like Alabama face cancer like looking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All we did was pull a trigger. Very simple.
Again, with the fucking...
And now this is Pat Morita's inspiration for Mr. Miyagi, obviously.
Yeah, I know those names. Oh, yeah, Karate Kid, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. And now, do you know his actual name? It wasn't Pat. That was a name that he took. His actual name was Noriyuki Morita.
Who are we talking about? Is this
Pat Morita.
Real people? Or is this... Okay.
Pat Morita played Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid.
His name was Pat?
Yeah. He was also on Happy Days.
He doesn't look like a Pat.
No, his real name is Noriyuki.
Okay, sorry, you were saying that. It's like when you go to a sushi restaurant and they're like, hello, I'm Susan. Yeah. You're like, no, you're not.
You?
I could, and it's kind of insulting because it's like, why do you think I can handle a weird name or a different name? Like, I can fucking name. One guy told me his name was Jesse for like 5 years, and I finally realized, like, that's not your name. And I'm like,
but you believed him for 5 years.
You're from Korea. And he's like, oh, my name's Song. And I'm like, Song?
Yeah. That's cooler than Jesse, buddy.
There's Americans named that. Like, what are you talking about? I've known like 3 of them since high school. Like, you think that's weird? Too weird for us?
Yeah,
how dumb do you think we really are?
I like
apparently, and look, it's shit like this. They've been doing it to us for fucking 75 years.
Yeah. This is where it started.
This is where they got the idea they could fucking tap dance all over us.
Yeah. And now it's happening in the Pakistani and Indian world when we call them for our customer support.
Right.
And they go, hello, how was your day? This is Jim. And I go, Jim? Yeah, I've actually asked them before. What's your real name? They go, and then they'll say something like Indian names are a little tougher, I think.
Yeah, they say their name, and you're just like, okay, sorry, Jim.
Sorry, I should have shut the fuck up.
I was getting a little too big for my britches.
You were right. You were correct.
You're not the culturally aware wonder that I thought I was.
Stupid American. Got it. Okay, Jim. What do I need to do to my phone?
We were waiting for you to cross the river. Your men were coming up the hill.
So now he's telling it.
Take cover.
He's telling the whole story to the guy.
Yeah.
We all take cover, fucking creeping around. Again, not a very honorable style of warfare.
No,
I do say so.
I'm a big fan of it, guerrilla warfare. Now,
it's cowardly.
We brought something up when we were talking about. I do like the cowardly aspect. No, we brought something up last week when we were talking about the girl in the picture, of just how much better filmmaking has become.
Oh, sure.
In just a couple generations here, and look, cut the fat, U.S. Army.
I know.
What are you doing? We don't need 10 minutes of these guys fucking fumbling through bushes like idiots.
What kind of fucking methamphetamine pills did you have them on for their attention spans to sit through all these fucking movies?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm having a rough time.
Dude, I know, man. These guys definitely weren't high. They weren't stoned.
They were trying to fucking, they were trying to keep them awake for days at a time and end up like that X-Files episode with the guy. Wow, whatever. Remember the Preacher episode?
Never watched it.
See, I knew as soon as I started saying it. I thought we could do something with that, but no, never mind. All right, here we go.
Well, you'd have to talk to my brother Tony, the nerd.
Have him call in so we can talk about that episode of the X-Files.
Okay.
Some of them very hard to see.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet a lot of them were for you guys.
Okay. Because they're in brambles and bushes.
Obviously, they've got plants in front of their faces. Yeah.
Man behind big tree. He popped his head right over the top. Pass. Very good target. Not to miss.
Oh, GI down.
Stupid fella.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Look at him laying there all fucking shot in the head.
I can't find them.
This guy's right.
Yeah. No, he's correct.
But one man goes behind bush all by itself.
Oh my God, that's not good cover.
I know just where he is.
Yeah. Bullets go right through that.
I don't get him first shot, but I know I will get him. You see?
There you go.
Now I see that
Look at that fucking moron.
bush trend hadn't changed yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
no, I don't get it.
They would be shaved now.
Oh, well, I see. Vaginas.
That's a big bush.
But that guy is actually, unironically, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
That guy's an idiot.
Yeah, both of these guys
He
were.
ran from one bush to another bush right out in the open.
Yeah,
did this ever really happen?
I was going to say, was there an actual need for this film? Were people doing these things
Did
to
anybody
get killed?
fact check this? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, obviously the fucking army put this out.
Right.
So obviously they had soldiers that were just being fucking idiots and getting killed.
There had to be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, look, I haven't been in that situation, so I don't know how many bush jumps I might do.
There has to be a certain percentage of people in a war that just fucking just head for the hills immediately. I think that would be me.
I was going to say,
dude,
yeah.
I would fucking run away.
You'd find me in a fucking canteen or something.
Yeah, can you imagine marching into the Civil War? I'd be like just slowly working my way to the back.
Especially at that time where you could just lose yourself a fucking town over and be like, no, I'm Jim McGillicuddy.
Right, yeah.
No, yeah, well.
The what army?
We're cowards. Yeah.
The who? We don't have a paper. Yuck, yuck.
All right.
It was that easy.
Very dumb soldier. Very dead, too.
Ooh, very dead.
That guy's dead as fuck.
He is. Except he was breathing.
Wait for Americans to show
Except for he obviously wasn't. Yeah, it does look like he's breathing.
Very dead, too.
Yeah, he's breathing. Stop.
Okay. Yeah, he is
We
dumb.
wait for Americans to show
He
themselves.
can't even act like he's dead right. And now what's happening?
And take out handkerchief. Very nice to see. Very fine.
What? He's using his handkerchief?
Oh, they tried to surrender. And so now the Japanese are telling him,
One man has shiny bayonet.
yeah, it's very great.
Pretty.
He stuck that out right for us so we could
nice
shoot him.
reflection. Couldn't see him before. Very simple now.
This guy's just getting all the kills, man.
Yeah.
Good kill count. This dude should team up with me.
After all, this is more realistic.
I see soldier take cover, so I watch this place. But this is smart soldier.
Oh.
He doesn't come up same place.
Uh-oh.
Another soldier take cover.
By the way, don't you have any grenades? That would take care of this real fast. I mean, you got a little American problem?
He walks right into sight.
I know some Russians that can.
Oh.
He comes up same place
There
where
he
I
goes.
was.
Yeah. And if you were the last one left in that situation, like, hey,
I would be.
Because
I would have left.
Why are you still? Yeah, right. I would be the last one left of the entire army. Yeah, because I would be not in the army at all. Yeah, dude. I know. But like, then you're still charging forward. Come on, we were talking about that the other day. For a second we were watching something about World War II about the D-Day invasion, and it was literally just stacking dead bodies on each other to get over the thing. Like I can't imagine having that level of dedication in a foreign country, especially. Maybe if you're defending your own place, I could see that.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean, dude? It's
Possibly.
It's just that's your life, everything that has ever been about you and your family and everything. It's just like, yep, just fucking heap me on the cause. And there's thousands of people.
I'll just get up there. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. Just keep
Let
going.
me get up. It'll be easier for me to get up there and then shoot me.
And the guy at the bottom just like, don't know, you'll probably make it. Just go.
Go.
I know. I think that was the last one. Just go. Just go.
Horrific.
I can't imagine. Like, what sort of fervor must you be swept into?
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, that's the brainwashing. You have to have a strong sense of nationalism, of God and country. You know what I mean? And really, at that. I think maybe with the proliferation of like atheism, you probably don't have quite that level anymore. You know,
you're not headed to Valhalla.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have that. Oh, I'll be good on the next run. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man, this is it. I wonder if there's a breakdown of atheists versus religious people in the military.
They're running up. They're like, well, it's going to be cool to be a baby again.
Oh wait, no, it's not. Fuck. I hated being a baby.
Yeah. Wait a second. I have no free will or rights of my own. No, they're describing the scene, and it's just like, dude, I'm just like, oh
in
God,
D-Day?
Yeah, I'm like, I would
Jesus
just fucking
Christ.
try, dude. I would switch sides.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. I mean,
if I thought my best play would be to join Japan, I would have just joined Japan. And then, like,
you need an interpreter? I know English real
well.
Then
they start winning. I'm like, guys, I was a spy.
Yeah. I got behind enemy lines.
I checked everything out. It's cool. Follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how else these fucking fools die.
Not war material.
Hey, Joe, that looks like a good spot over there. No, come on over here. Not me. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, but do you? Well, that one seems less reckless.
Himself to death.
Oh, because they were talking.
Yeah, they gave themselves all away.
One group of men very steady.
And by the way, I like how the whole message of this movie is basically like, don't fucking just do something really dumb and run out in front of the guy with the gun.
If there's people shooting at you,
hide.
Chill.
Right, yeah, hide a little.
Chill the fuck out.
Maybe do that zigzag thing.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Put your head up in the air.
And also, bullets can go through leaves.
Yeah, and also don't wave your handkerchief around for no reason.
Yeah, don't attempt to surrender to...
Oh, there's a fly.
Don't attempt to surrender to a soulless member of the opposition. Yeah.
That they were. All right, let me see. Now, let's...
Has this guy even said anything racist yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
And very steady. All bunch up together behind a hill. Maybe they get lonesome.
They can hang out with my grenade.
One Japanese mortar shell. No more men at all.
Damn.
This guy's fucking really...
I like him now.
Dude, he's very playful with his descriptions of carnage. Like, yeah.
If they had stayed apart, they would have been alive. But they all want to get into the same little ditch. One of our machine guns out of the flank saw them too.
Well, dude...
First of all, this guy supposedly only killed 10. How many has it been so far?
Yeah.
This seems like more
and
than
also,
10.
what are you facing? If you didn't know the guy's behind you, what are you doing then?
They literally just went and laid down like 50 feet in front of a fucking like 50 caliber rifle.
Yeah. Like, well, that's just a mistake in all aspects of warfare.
Yeah, what are they? Go on the.
If the guy is in back of you with a fucking machine gun on a tripod, then don't. That one's confusing to me. And the mortar one. Like, not a lot you could do with either of these.
Yeah.
It's not really their fault. They're just idiots.
They
just got killed.
They're just like, they're just fodder. Like too many of our nation's youth duped into fighting unjust war for corrupt elites that couldn't care less about their lives or families.
Yeah. Do they ever go to war? No, they don't. They send our children, they send our men and women, our young men and women over there across the seas.
They say there's no...
face their own death.
They say there's no atheists in a foxhole, but there's really none of his billionaires.
Let's let that hang out for a minute.
No, let's just keep going.
Still back there in that ditch. You see? They all killed themselves.
Yeah.
Very dumb soldiers.
Well, you did kill him.
So sorry, kid.
Okay. You're not so smart. I got you, didn't I?
He's like, okay, you got a point.
All right, my men were idiots. I get it. But
and also, you told this guy at the beginning one more word out of you, and you made all kinds of fun, and then you just let him just go on a fucking 10-minute soliloquy of killing your best friends.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna do shit. And you're just gonna you think you're gonna fucking get him with, well, I caught you, didn't I?
Yeah.
But I bet you didn't. I bet one of them's gonna sneak up right now and slit your fucking throat, probably.
Let's see.
Watch.
I've gotten 30 Americans.
Hey, you. Fix up his arm.
Why?
What?
What are you doing? Oh my God, what a pussy. Holy shit, dude.
It's the American way.
Yeah, what do you do if a guy breaks in your house? Give him a fucking blowjob?
All right, hold on a minute.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, this guy.
Just killed all
There's
your
a couple
friends?
more for you if you're saving them.
Just his ass?
Yeah, now he's fucking... Yeah,
just their asses?
I knew it.
Yeah, okay. Saving them for what?
Gotta pat you down.
Here's a couple more. I got a couple more for if you're saving them. Then he just comes up and grabs both of their asses. Apparently he's saving them.
Yeah, what did that mean?
I don't know. That's the only place they could have a weapon is in their ass.
Right. You know what?
No, this guy seems hollow. Yep, this guy's cavity is free of weapons as well.
Now, turn around there. This is going to seem a bit unorthodox, but I like to start in the most unlikely of places.
Your penis.
Yeah.
So long, Tojo.
Could have darts in his urethra.
Hey, your outfit did all right over on that hill. Not bad. But they're going to do better next time. Because I'm going to give them a lesson I just learned from a Jap.
Whoa.
And I mean I'm going to hammer it into them.
Oh, shit.
A lesson on how to get killed.
Hey, finally he let loose with a little bit of the outdated language. I was waiting for that.
Yes, he did.
Now, that's another thing, is like a lot of racial slurs are so lazy, kind of, or like it's just Japanese Jap. It's just like, how is that even bad? I don't know.
Also, I know old men that still say that. Like referring to a Japanese car or something like that.
They used to say that.
Yeah, he's 75.
Do you remember having really old... people always laugh when I say this, but I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, some of our textbooks were like 25 years old at the time. I don't think they used to replace them as often a lot of times. And I remember...
I remember old ass,
yeah,
totally.
stuff from like the 70s and shit that we would have, you know. And I remember having a history book that said Jap in it. Like when it was talking...
really?
Yeah, then it was talking about World War II. Yeah, and we were all laughing about it. We were like, well... There's Japs there, and then the teacher's like, "Don't say that. It's not supposed to be there, but we have no money, so like,
so this is what we get."
Like for some reason, I'm expected to buy my own books. Fuck this place. You guys read the Jap book. You're fine. And by the way, yeah, it says presidential hopeful JFK right there. That's the education you get.
Yes. All right.
So a bright future and a picture of JFK. Like.
All right.
Huh?
What do we got? No, yeah, JFK.
Yeah, he's dead now. He got killed, so it didn't go that well for him. That's the joke. Yeah, so
how about this?
Yeah, you pick.
Sure.
Ladies' choice.
I thought this was a very strange story indeed. Let me just take us through it here.
Yes. Let's have
bees ejaculating themselves to death in heat waves. Okay, so apparently this has actually been happening. Let me close some of these fucking annoying... Okay, bees across Europe may die.
Did we ever open the phones today or no?
Yeah, they're open.
Oh, okay. All right, just so you guys know.
And thank God they have been quiet.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And it is an option, but of 0605.
Yeah, I'll put the number up there. Oh, no, I won't.
Just for a minute. If you do, don't leave it up the whole time, because then it starts to get crazy.
All right. Bees across Europe may die from the severe heat plaguing the continent this week, ejaculating explosively as they do so. Now, I did not know this was a thing bees do, but apparently it is. In the UK and parts of mainland Europe, temperatures have recently soared up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit in one of the hottest heat waves since records began.
Is it that when they die from heat, they incidentally also ejaculate explosively, or is it somehow related? They're dying from heat because they're masturbating too much?
Yeah.
And
these were all my questions, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's too hot, they're just jerking off, and it's like they didn't realize they can't jerk off
and
at such
bees
high heat.
have those like creepy knives for hands. Like you can't masturbate if you're a bee. They might have a way of getting it done.
I was going to say, what do they have for a dick, though?
They got combs. They got the honeycombs. You can get something done in there, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe they're just rubbing on
there's
stuff.
There's all kinds of little pores probably in there, because a bee is, obviously...
What's a bee cock look like? I don't know.
It's got to be microscopic. I would think,
so. Giant cock.
It's like somehow...
One of the only things we can see on a bee is a giant dick.
It's rare to see a bee in heat, but like there's one now. It's like,
big ass hard on.
Yeah, no. Can we find out more about
this heat? While dangerous for humans and animals alike, may have particularly bad effects on honeybee populations we rely so heavily on.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of the bees and how important they are.
Where's the?
I'm convinced.
Where's the rest of the story, people?
I don't know.
All right. Oh, as reported reported in several stories that have gone viral, in severe heat, male honeybees could face a terrible fate. Now, let me say this. That doesn't sound that terrible. There's worse ways to go.
Now, this article almost kind of pisses me off. It's almost kind of like the ejaculation is so incidental and a side note to the entire story. It's almost kind of shitty to even put it in there. It's like they're trying to embarrass them on top of everything else that's going on. Because, like, look, it's like they begin to convulse, ejaculate explosively, and then die. Like, we could have just left that out. They're dying of heat.
Yeah.
Is the important thing.
That is the important thing. You're right.
But to get the clicks, it's like they're ejaculating.
They're also jizzing.
They're jizzing everywhere. Yeah. And you might find out that bees are just constantly jizzing 24 hours a day. Anyways.
Maybe that's just how they die.
It's, of course, it's a comorbidity, if anything, right? We all know those words now.
Yes. Male honeybees could face a terrible fate. They begin to convulse, ejaculate explosively, then die. Now, listen. The only part that sounds bad about that is the then die. The convulse and ejaculate explosively. Look, we all like that.
Now, let me ask you this.
Who doesn't like that?
Is it any less interesting if you just read it like this? Let's see, where is it? As reported in several stories that have gone viral, in severe heat, male honeybees could face a terrible fate. They begin to convulse and then die.
Yeah.
Right? Any less interesting?
Yes.
It is. You're right. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, they're jizzing all over.
So I thought that was a very odd...
they're jizzing and dying, and then they are flying.
Oh, wait. We don't exactly know why, but drones ejaculate when they get too stressed. Hey, who doesn't?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a great way to take the edge off.
I was going to say, look, they're just trying to chill. They're just trying to chill. They're all fucking stressed out.
Just doing what every guy does.
Rub one out, honey bee. What's going on? Okay, ejaculation kills them because it basically eviscerates their abdomen.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, we were right on from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Their hands are knives. They're trying to fucking...
They're trying to fucking knife themselves.
They're trying to masturbate, and they're fucking sawing themselves in half.
Yeah.
This is so
happens.
simple.
Oh, wait, this happens during natural mating, too. Drone honeybees will always die after mating.
Okay, and then they complain they're going extinct.
This is a design flaw.
Dude, exactly. The bees are like, oh, we're all going extinct.
Yeah, well, quit coming so much.
Stop
you die.
Yeah, like you're sawing yourselves in half, and you die when you have
so
sex.
Much, dude.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, the bees cool down their hives naturally, keeping it at 95 degrees Fahrenheit during heat waves. However, the balance is lost, and then the males begin to die. And then let's not forget that they also ejaculate. These unfortunate male bees tend to be more sensitive to environmental stressors like temperature, according to research published in the... Is this article getting boring? I
think this is done. You know, when we got past the jizzing
What else is at the bottom, just in case they're doing something else crazy to themselves? Males may not make honey. Well, then who needs you?
Yeah. What are you doing?
But they are essential to the hierarchy of the hive.
Of course they are.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, of course they are.
Right. They're
male
in charge.
Dominant.
They can't do anything.
They just jizz and give orders.
Say there, lady bees.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna sit over here while you make
in
that
his chest
honey.
And dies. Who's in charge? Me.
Just fucking. Oh god! It just comes to death.
It's like
all their bosses are just.
Hey, I know that was your best pal. Pats him on the back. He fucking jizzes and explodes. It's a chain reaction of fucking poorly designed male bees.
Yeah. That's what this seems like. Poor design.
Yeah. This is a fucking. Dude.
This is an argument for atheism.
It's like
because first of all, why would God make bees that just come all day?
I don't know that I have ever seen an design less intelligent.
Yeah, this is stupid.
You know what I mean? Bees should have paws. That would be better. And also, no stingers. Because what is a bee stinging that it even needs to be worried about? Because you don't even need to worry about people. And that's probably mostly what you're stinging, which is bullshit, because we don't even want any fucking thing to do with you for the most part.
Yeah, but why don't we? Because they'll get stung.
I don't know. But what would we do with them if we would probably just pet them?
Dude, if they didn't sting, I would fucking just be...
Just
eating bees, dude.
Just drinking out of the hive.
Yeah, no, I'd just be eating the bees.
They do kind of look tasty.
Yeah, I would.
And I do remember I read a book when I was a little kid.
You don't think we'd have deep fried fucking honeybees and bumblebees and shit?
You could probably still do that.
Yeah, just like sitting there. That'd be at the movies. You're just fucking.
But what do they need to really worry about? Like a bear? What attacks a hive?
Well, first of all, they
badger. They don't fucking care.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Anything that you're stinging doesn't give a fuck that you're stinging it.
Yeah.
So like, what are you stinging?
Like a red ant.
Like, are you just going up to a mouse and stinging it for no reason?
That sounds
you know what I mean? I guess. Well, you know what?
What if the mouse immediately
came? A mouse would definitely destroy the hive if you didn't sting it. So
yeah, maybe
there is a God.
I don't know.
There is definitely a God.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This just became an argument for God.
A Radioville moment of truth.
The fact that okay, yeah, we're good.
Well, that was an idiotic diatribe. I just want it. Sometimes I just want to get mad at something.
Yeah, especially
it makes
bees.
No sense. Yeah,
I do. He looks happy. He did look happy. That's the thing. I thought that there's worse ways to go. You know what I mean?
What?
Besides cumming yourself to death. That's fine.
Yeah. Unless you're dying because, if you are coming so much continuously in like a pool and you drown in your own cum, that would be bad.
Maybe.
Just because it's drowning.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's the only reason.
I don't know, man. Your dopamine might be so fucking spiked.
And you just don't care anymore.
You don't give any fucks. Yeah, you're just like keep me coming.
Fuck it, yeah. This has worked out fine so far.
You're just a husk. And plus, if you just came so much, you'd probably just be like a fucking shriveled husk that would just eventually float on your own giant pool of semen.
Yeah,
so there you have it, folks.
You mean as you...
Because if you threw a dried leaf...
ejected more of the viscosity from your body in general,
the moisture,
you would become more buoyant, I think is the scientific way of explaining what you're saying.
That's probably it. Okay, folks, we're going to go take a quick break.
Yeah, I suppose we are.
We're going to come back.
Somebody send me some music that's not mine that won't get us flagged, because I even like play shit of like friends of mine and somehow it gets flagged and stuff. I'm like, I have no idea what to even do anymore. Yeah, people that I'm like pretty sure are not even on a real label. It's like some tiny label, but I think it must be so easy to have your stuff like added to that kind of whatever process it is to have Facebook flag it. You know, it must be very easy to submit it at this point. And yeah, the technology's been there for many years that they can identify an audio clip like that. So so that's why it's always me.
That we have somebody in this chat right now whose YouTube video of a song that she covered was actually used for a television show trailer.
Can we play that at some point? I guess?
Think so. Yeah.
I don't know. We might not be able to because somebody else probably owns the rights to it now. So if she sold
trailer.
It, I know. But if she sold the song,
but trailers are made to be under like commercials.
But it's going to be like under BMI, whatever, something, blah blah. It's we'll figure it out. But I just don't want to get because it sucks.
Giant Pool of Semen. Good name for a podcast.
Yeah, and we'll be back with two befuddled men in a giant pool of semen in just a few short moments. 2 shakes of a lamb's penis. Why not continue on down that road?
Yeah,
okay.
Fuck it.
Say what? Say yes.
Definitely left the outside door open. Just the inside one is closed. It's pranks, man.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good one, dude. You got me.
We've been talking about getting in on that lucrative YouTube prank share of the market.
Yeah, we should do that. Just prank each other with the most mundane.
Yeah. Me and my friends used to talk about doing pranks the conversation would always devolve into like, okay.
Yeah, heinous crime.
Here's what we could do. Let's get a shotgun. Yeah. Let's saw it off, right? The guy opens the door.
So far.
We'll shoot him in the face with the shotgun. Yeah. We all just laugh.
We'll all yell a prank.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
And that was, we were thinking about stuff we used to do the other day about, like, we never even, remember back before sometimes somebody would have a camera or whatever, but just the maniacal shit you would do just for, now that you would never do without filming it, because you're like, well, why would I do this if I'm
we
not
were just doing it for our own gratification.
And just the weird shit that you would do to hurt each other or whatever the fuck, you know? But there was a time my friend Kevin Simpson threw my friend Jimmy Williams, and we were trying to cross this street by our high school. Really busy street. Everybody's going 40 miles an hour, blah, blah, blah. And Kevin just decides, here's the way we'll get across. And he just grabs Jimmy by the backpack and just whips him into the street in front of cars. And it was like full on screech. Looking like all the traffic stopped, and we all just like run across the street like, thank you.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, but like you'd have to film that now if you did it, you know, 100%.
Yeah, but what if you got hit by a car? Then you're going up for murder.
Yeah, then you want to erase that real quick.
You got to delete that.
But you wouldn't want to go live on an event like that.
Yeah.
You want a little buffer. But
all right, let's see who's okay. Dude, how am I not a Diamond Top fan #1? David Box says. Andrew Critchlow says because General Critchlow is. False. I hate being regulated to milestone follower. I'm a 4-star fucking general.
Are these really the things that are going on on our page? Is that things you can be? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, people are all top fans. Mike Ewald is. What are you?
And how do you get that? You just comment all the time? Is that why everyone's just constantly saying, just babbling?
Milestone follower. Yeah, I think so. They're just trying to.
So David Box is a milestone follower.
Yeah.
Okay, that must be for all of the wonderful sharing he does. And by the way, David Box, again, one of the only people that
really
week after week shares the live stream and tries to spread the word.
Has also promised to come over and shore up the operation a bit because there's a lot of slack here.
You got to come over at some point and help us out.
There's a lot of slack. You know what? You come over, you help us out, and you're top fan. I'll make you the top fan.
If you coming over will make us understand what that is and do something about it, for sure. We're not just saying that.
No.
But
I would never blow smoke up your ass.
I remember we were outside and you were talking about people. We were talking about drunk confidence is what we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Like, last time we were on the show, we got drunk for the first time in a while. So today it seemed weird. It was like the getting used to being sober again on the show, whatever. And we were talking about that drunk confidence that people go up to like karaoke or open mics.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And just can't do
stupid.
it. And I was thinking about this time, or even just people will do it at shows that they don't belong on stage. Can you put this? I
love it.
So here's what I did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I was doing sound at a block party, right?
Okay.
And everything that was like sanctioned performance was over.
Okay.
And these two
this is when it happens.
These two like drunk 19-year-old girls come over, and I'm about to start breaking down, and they're like, "Hey, can you put some stupid song? We want to sing it with our gay friend." And they had a gay friend.
Sure.
He was, they all think that three of them are really something.
Yeah.
They think that
people should know.
Yeah, we should share this with the block party of like a bunch of 60-year-old people and whatever don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're interesting. In their own heads, they're very interesting.
Now, whatever they viewed this moment as being, they've probably seen too many movies. They think they can sing, whatever it is. I have no idea. So I decided, normally I would just say no, but they were so annoying. I was like,
got it.
You know what? Let me set this up for you.
Sure.
So I find a karaoke version of whatever song they wanted, and I fucking put on, and they tried to back out at the last minute. And I was like, no.
It's already on.
You're ready to go. Come on. Everybody wants to see this.
Yep.
And so they delivered the most. It lost all their confidence. Like I wish I could remember what song it was. Just deflated 5 seconds in, and they were like actually trying to hand me back the mic, and I was going, no, come on, you're doing great.
No, you got them.
Keep going.
You're getting them.
And the only person that my sister Katie was there watching was like the only other person that was noticing how hilarious the situation was. But I
love it.
That's my new tactic is when people want to just.
Oh yeah, no, I have a story almost exactly like that.
I will go to great lengths to help you do this.
There was this young chick that was at the turtle races this one Saturday evening, and I was on the mic, and she kept fucking coming up and being like, trying to like grab at the mic, and I kept being like, no, but also she was super fucking hot, so I was like, whereas normally I'd be like, dude, get the fuck away from me, dude. You know what I mean? I was like, kind of being playful because she's smoking hot.
You don't have the same standards for behavior that the rest of society does.
Yeah, so I guess I'll give you
your body is shaped the way I like.
Yeah, exactly. I like the way your hair looks.
Right, yeah. Therefore,
it's shimmery.
Therefore, your personality means very little to me, ma'am.
Yeah, so she keeps coming up, and then I'm like, what are you trying to do? And she goes, I'm a rapper. And I'm like, oh,
okay, please show us. Yeah.
So obviously, at one point, I'm like, I'll bring up a beat then. So I just go on YouTube between races, and I pull up a fucking beat, and then I'm like, the next time up, or around, I'm like, and before we get into that, blah, and then now she's like, oh shit, and I'm like, Come on.
Was she trying to freestyle or something?
She was trying to freestyle. Dude,
what did she look like?
She, blonde hair, petite.
Okay.
Voluptuous, but petite. Small waist, large titties. I don't know.
Did she rap in a man voice?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not the person I'm thinking.
I mean, she didn't even rap. She just fucking sat there stammering and fucking stuttering and like just trying to give the mic back and shit. I was like, no, just get in, like, find your fucking, find it. And then she just, I just made her flounder for a bit because
it's awesome.
Here's the thing, because eventually her hotness started being outweighed by her fucking annoyingness. You know what I mean? So there is that tipping point where it's like, okay, you know what? You're a fucking idiot, and I can't.
There is a part of me too, like when you've seen enough like flawless performances, there's no thrill from that anymore.
No,
you know where the real thrill lies is in this thing that should never be happening.
Yeah, I love it.
This shouldn't be happening. Whoever is on the level and notices this is going to have a great time right now.
Hell
like that's to me, that's like that's the only reasons I live for anymore. With my job shit. It's just like that goofy ass shit. They were doing karaoke after the wedding the other night. Same kind of thing. It was just like,
I'll let people do it once in a while after races. I'll just stay.
And it's such a funny thing to see because like every single person that does it has a bunch of momentum in the first 5 seconds, and then it's like them.
Yeah, and then they're giggling, and then they're just like trying to hand off the microphone. They're calling somebody else up.
No, them and the crowd always realize at the exact same time. Oh fuck! This song is 3.5 minutes long. I have to fucking stand up here and do this.
Yeah. Oh, I only know the chorus that I sing along with.
Or also like this is not good, and it was funny for a few seconds, but
now I have to do this for fucking 3 more minutes, which seems like 1,000 years.
This is a weird thing to me that people want to do it. It's just odd.
But then you always have those. So if you do that and just allow like actual karaoke after the event, there will be those people that come up and are like professional karaoke players.
Sure, and they're even more annoying.
They're annoying because it's like, I mean, sometimes they're impressive. I've seen
some. Book a show then, asshole.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, what are we doing?
But no, why did that just? It's weird when we talk on the phone. Our conversations never just go like.
No, they just continue.
So.
Yeah.
Or if maybe it's just that they do, but there's not a camera looking at us, so we don't care.
Yeah, that
could be part of it.
But also, okay, so wait, you mentioned a shotgun earlier. That for some reason that made me think of something.
Handgun.
So we've always said that we have never trusted ourselves. Both of us have said this, that we've never trusted ourselves with guns. So
I didn't say never.
But it just never seemed like a very good idea to have armaments.
Yeah.
So now we're both left here,
right,
susceptible to an attack. Now, my question is, what would you do if something? I mean, we know that when that shit happened, you made a spear.
Yeah, my spear. Where is it?
And that was half, genuine.
No, I mean that spear was pretty good. I stabbed it into a tree.
The spear is fine, but I'm saying it wasn't. You know what I mean? Nothing was actually happening yet. I'm saying shit is actually happening.
Yeah.
Like a Red Dawn situation, if you're familiar with that, or
the Wolverines.
Yeah.
And didn't they change it in the remake to change the enemy? I can't remember how it changed.
I didn't watch the remake.
Okay,
that was with Channing Tatum or something.
Who knows?
Fucking John Cena. Yeah,
I'm
not watching that. Come on. Alex just comes up. What up, soldiers? Hey man, you're late to the party, pal.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, soldiers? SOUL. What a douche. I wish I didn't think that was funny.
I know. I was gonna say I kind of like that. Good job, Alex. But yeah. So what's your play though? Like, what if some shit? Okay, say I don't even know. Like, what's the scenario?
What do you mean? That there's some sort of collapse of society?
Yeah, like shit is going down. What do you fucking
Agenda 21 is complete. UN troops are invading and establishing and finalizing a one-world government. The relinquishing of our sovereignty as a nation.
The relinquishment of our sovereignty.
And certainly the total end of all individual rights and privileges. Yes.
And they're actually coming into cities.
It's physically happening. They're marching in.
Yes. That's a tough one.
And so,
because
did I paint too bleak of a?
No, I mean that's the scenario is good. It's just like, okay, what I'd have to first know, is it only happening in cities? cities? It can't be everywhere.
They start in the major metropolitan areas, which, as
okay,
you
so
know,
you do have some time.
That's been part of the plan the entire time. Why do you think Agenda 21?
They're trying to get everyone
if
to
you read
move
the
to
directives,
the cities.
it's funneling people into giant metropolitan areas where they can foster a proletariat class that serves no purpose other than creating resources for the elite. We all know that. Okay, so I mean, why do you think you drive down the highway in this country? You see exit after exit closed off. You see restriction of waterways. You see restriction of everything, of every single aspect.
Yeah, once you're in, you can't get
This
out.
is Agenda 21, and so so it's
okay. So what do you do though? Okay, so
they start in the cities.
If it's starting in the cities, you have a little time,
right?
So we know it's going, but it's got to be televised. The fucking shit's hitting the fan.
The revolution won't be.
So what do you do?
Okay, here's the problem.
What's your plan?
Well, you're going to need a space blanket first and foremost. Because
why?
Because here's what you're going to be battling. You're not going to be able to use any roadways or waterways. So you're going to want to stick to total, wilderness, and wooded environments are probably your best bet.
Sure.
Now, what you're really battling is the infrared capabilities of the UN drones and aircraft.
Drones. Oh, we're fucked.
Okay, so if you can make it to a large enough wilderness area, here's the thing: this is almost impossible without some kind of organization by the proletariat and the working class fighting back or whatever.
Some sort of forethought and pre-planning.
Because it's going to be total chaos. People are going to be killing each other.
Oh yeah,
you're not going to be able to trust anyone. So
that'd be my plan. Just to fucking start killing.
Most important thing: space blanket, because then you can at least possibly hide
from the drones,
from the infrared drones. Right?
No fucking.
Okay, now but you're not hiding anywhere else. That's it. You can't hide in a house.
No, they still got you.
You can't hide in a.
But let's say it does.
You can't take a canoe and slyly go down a waterway. They're all closed. There's no way to get around.
No, but you could take a canoe and turn it upside down, and you guys could both walk like that.
Okay.
So, if you don't have a space blanket, but you do have a canoe.
You'll fool them for days before anybody thinks to flip that thing over. Yeah. That was an old way they would. What was that in? That was like in one of the old Disney movies. They fooled somebody where they flipped their canoe over and walked like that.
I think, yeah. Well, I've seen
like a Robin Hood trick or something. I can't remember
because I love that movie.
Yeah, but okay, so
the drones are out. You got a space blanket. Let's say that does work.
Now, what are you asking? How do you fucking ultimately?
Well, I'm just saying, so my plan, I think if it's me and I see that shit going on, I'm not fucking taking any space blankets. First of all, I'm going to figure out who I know that has fucking major guns.
A space blanket you can fold up and put in your back pocket.
Okay, fine, I'll have one.
Okay.
But that's a contingency.
It could also be used to collect rainwater.
Yeah, okay, fine. I don't need that yet. I need guns.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
But you're going to want to keep it out of sight in the daytime, for the most part, on account of it's shiny.
Yeah, it is. They're very reflective. So, I used to have space blankets all over our house for some reason. We'd always have a bunch.
Because they're awesome. Yeah.
Well.
And they're like,
dude, I actually do remember people sleeping under those when big parties that I would have would be all passed out.
And that's basement. Like the last option.
Yeah, people pass out on my basement floor,
like
on my living room,
in jail.
I do remember. Dude, I remember this one time, me and this chick, I had just banged her, and we got back up, and everyone was passed out, and fucking we just walked around fucking with everyone. But I remember dropping this weight by this guy's head in the basement, like a heavy ass weight, and he woke up and he was not happy.
Good-hearted little prank.
It was like, and it went BAM! And it just fucking bashed on the concrete. And he just got up, and it took him a minute to figure out what just happened.
And this ornery son of a bitch wasn't happy about this.
Yeah, he didn't get the joke.
I mean, Jesus Christ,
fucking curmudgeon.
No sense of humor.
I know. That's what I said.
Some people, man.
But also, it's my house. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, you're the one with the real sense of humor. My house. You have to do what I say.
Yeah, fuck.
Laugh. Just throwing weights at his head.
Yeah, but somebody down there had a space blanket on it. I do recall that. No, I don't know. I would probably fucking either go. I mean, can I get up north? Probably.
Okay.
Because wilderness that you're talking about, yeah, that's probably what you want to do. I'd say up north.
Canada is.
No. I'm saying just to Wisconsin. Because I know people there that have a lot of fucking guns.
Yeah, but where?
And I know a lot of military up there.
But where are you going to get a good burger at 10 o'clock on a Friday?
That's a good point. The Pioneer Restaurant, Westfield, Wisconsin, off 39. The old night. Wait, what was the fucking Damn it.
Boy, I couldn't tell you.
The highway used to be called something, but that would have been great for the ad. The old Highway 51.
Oh, the junction. Yeah. Okay.
Post office of the junction, 23 minutes.
But yeah, dude, I don't know what the goal is, because if you don't have a giant arsenal and a major network of like-minded people,
you're fucked anyway.
In the ultimate, ultimate New World Order scenario, there's not much hope. It's Skynet. It's fucking,
We'll get back to that, but have you ever understood the traffic reports on the radio?
Never in my entire life.
Never understood
once
how long it would take to get from somewhere to somewhere.
Okay,
ever by
why do they do it that way? When did everyone know all those names of highways? And for our
Dan Ryan to the Kennedy,
for our
39 minutes from the post office to downtown. It's like, what the fuck? Where? What? Hold on.
Yeah, they named all the highways, but there's sections that are called this, and then that section's called this.
It's ludicrous. It was always just a mess.
And then nobody in real life ever says those in conversation. It's like you're gonna take 55 up to 90, 94, and you're gonna go around the lake and whatever, and we all know what we're talking about. But like
when you're going to Dan Ryan to the what are they? Okay,
if I told you I was getting on the Dan Ryan to go to work, you'd hang up the phone. You'd be like, fuck this guy.
Who?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I've never understood those. I've always been actually bewildered by that. Like, what the? How is that still a fucking thing? Because it's still a thing.
When I was a little kid, I remember hearing the traffic report and thinking, one day this will make
I always
sense
thought
to
it
me.
might make sense.
Because I think my dad understood it.
It seems like old people did.
Yeah, I think they call them all that.
But they were always saying like the post office to down. I'm like, what post office?
To the Tri-State Exchange.
You know how many fucking post offices are in Chicago?
Yeah.
In the surrounding area?
Well, they're probably
Which one are we talking about?
They're probably talking about the one at the beginning of the highway.
Yeah, okay.
The old one above Congress, I think. Yeah,
Congress. Yeah,
that's what I always thought.
Where the 290 becomes
But again,
Congress.
who knows?
What's the 290 called?
It could be the one in Mattoon, Illinois. That's like a little trailer, you know? We don't know.
Who the fuck is Dan Ryan? That's what I'm talking about.
They don't specify. I think he was a governor. He maybe.
Yeah, he's one of the Ryans.
The only one that didn't go to jail, probably. You know, because they always take their names down.
No, that's right.
Because for a while there was a Blagojevich something, and there was a.
I was going to say Milosevic.
I can't remember all the Illinois governors that have gone to jail.
Not
but
him.
They always put up they'll put
one of the
up
Ryans
signs on
George
governors,
Ryan?
and then they always have to George. I think there was like a George Ryan something, and then they had to take his sign down.
Yeah, like all of our governors have gone to prison almost. It's insane.
It's not even shitting you.
It's like 80%.
I think it's like 5 out of the last 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I swear. Let me
go Illini.
Let me just
fighting Illini.
Since we're just
fighting. What's it? Yeah, we're just fucking around
like a couple of young bucks with a chip on our sleeve,
and a rope up our pant,
a chip on our shoulder, and a what's on our sleeve? Trick up our sleeve. There we go.
Yeah. Or our hearts on our sleeve.
Hey, I like that. Couple of young bucks with chips on our shoulders and tricks up our sleeve. There we go. And I'm going to pull up.
Alexander says Obama will go to jail when Q finally realizes the documents.
Hey, we're not really doing anything, by the way. And if you guys want to call up and get something to go on or whatever the fuck you guys want to talk
I do have a couple things, so check this out.
We do have a couple things we can do, but I'm just saying if anybody wants to do something. Oh, are you? What about the Ginsu?
I don't have that up.
Ginsu drone. This is real quick. This is just something
I don't have that one up.
Huh?
You didn't send that one. You sent that.
Yeah, you have that.
Oh,
I sent it to you.
Maybe.
But somebody's calling anyways. But
yeah. Hello, you're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
General Alexander here.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
And what do you got for us, sir?
What do you got? What would you do in a catastrophic fucking meltdown of society? Go.
Headed straight to Antarctica with a couple of those ice picks to climb a wall, climbing over the ice wall.
Out into oblivion.
And into the inner Earth.
Getting to the other civilization that's past the ice wall.
Inside the Earth.
Yeah.
There is a hole in Antarctica.
So some people
that goes into the center of the Earth.
Well,
right?
some people think that, and some people think that that it's like an ice border that blocks off like another, like the
like
Earth.
Paradise
like the Earth is actually round, but it's way bigger than they say, or something like that. Where there's like a bunch of added continents that we don't know about.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say about it.
I don't take a side on flat, round, whatever.
What about obelisk?
I do take a side on NASA is fucking lying, so I'm not going to believe their model the globiocentric model.
What about the Ferris wheel Earth?
I don't know what it is, but I know it's not what NASA's telling us.
How do you know that?
Because they lie. They've been caught lying so many times.
Caught by who?
Since me.
Oh my God! Have you reported this to NASA?
Yeah, have you? You know they have complaint forms. Has anyone even tried it?
Oh, that's rude. Then okay, well then I see why you have a chip on your shoulder. Now where's your trick up your sleeve? Sir?
No, I do think that NASA's a pretty shady thing. I get it. You know,
I mean they started by Nazis, so that's cool.
You can get like the most non-conspiracy-minded person to agree with you that it's a little fishy that we give so many $1 billion to NASA and they don't really do anything.
It is weird because we looked it up not too long ago, and it's a relatively small slice of the pie, but it is billions a year or something, you know. But
enough to line some pockets.
Yeah, of course, and there's
probably not that many people getting lined by the NASA fucking grift, but still.
That's something I've noticed is
what's that?
It's become very popular to wear NASA T-shirts and hats.
I have an NASA
They're all
hat
over
on.
the place.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. He literally does.
Did you not know that?
Yeah. I just tuned in. No.
My sister went to the NASA headquarters and she gave this to me.
Yeah, she was trying to file a complaint on your behalf.
And I like to believe that we have a mutual understanding of its relative irony when I wear it. You know?
Well, so believe away, sir.
Yeah, no, because I'm no big fan of NASA. I do kind of like the hat.
Now, where is NASA located in conjunction to the post office?
Yeah, and
how far?
And that's the important part.
I know. I need to know how many minutes it is from the post
It's right past the big red sign.
Oh, that says what? NASA.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Yeah, so that's what I would do. I would.
Oh, yeah. You would take 2 ice pick wall climbers, make your way to Antarctica, climb the wall, and go off into the sunset. Or if they have a sunset. Okay, that's the dumbest plan so far. But we haven't heard from Critchlow yet, so...
Yeah. But, it's no crazier than trying to grow dodecadrons if you get them in after April. Is that a thing? What is that thing? I don't
know. Hydrangeas?
Dodecahedrons?
No, I know. I was going to say, what? That's
man. What was I trying to think of? What is that flower?
We're just fucking high as shit.
Did I say that?
That's what you said.
Sorry
if anyone knows, that's
I don't know what that was. All right, get out of here. You're ruining the show.
Yeah. Go to the ice wall.
All right, goodbye.
Wait. Well, I got something good.
Okay. He's gonna hang up. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Rapper
Mystical, who sang songs like "Shake Ya Ass," has been accused of rape. Accused of rape more than a year after charges against the musician were dropped, which had kept him in jail for 18 months. So I fucking liked this dude growing up. I was a big fan of Mystical. Out of all the Cash Money dudes, he was like my favorite.
Okay.
When he did solo projects, I liked him. He just had a cool fucking like aggressive ass flow. You know what I mean? The tone was good. His rhymes were. Yeah, he was good.
He was a big part of the scene for a while.
I liked him. But he was very unique. He was like a DMX type, where I was like, I don't know who else sounds like this. He kind of maybe Busta Rhymes ish, but.
Yeah, I was telling you before when I first moved to New Orleans, like a lot of people talked like this, where they would say, but they would just say yeah after everything.
Oh,
because he used to do that in some of the songs. He was definitely like a pretty big influence down there. Yeah.
Well, apparently he can't keep himself out of some mischief. And the law is catching up with him. Mystical has now been jailed again due to the accusations and faces a stiff penalty. The rapper, whose real name is Michael Tyler, was arrested on charges of rape and domestic abuse battery, said Sheriff Bobby Weber. I don't like that spelling of Weber. Stop it.
It's Webry.
Yeah, Bobby Webry.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be. It's fucking Baton Rouge. Louisiana Ascension Parish, which is located just outside
down there.
Baton
they
Rouge.
say everything wrong. Yeah. So it is
Bobby Weber.
It is just Weber. Yeah, I guarantee you. Yeah.
The 51. Damn, he's 51. The 51-year-old rapper, who has amassed hundreds of millions of streams, is being held without bond on 10 charges, said the sheriff's office.
Wow, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, dude, 10 fucking charges just happened.
This is pretty serious, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, missed.
Attorney, yeah. Come on, man. What are you doing? Attorney Joel Pierce of Shreveport, who has previously represented the rapper, said he believes bond will be set at a hearing on Thursday. He added, I'm expecting it to be a big bond.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, what are the charges? I would think 10 charges is not a fucking small bond, pal.
So he's dealt with sexual assault stuff before.
Yeah, he previously represented Mystical in 2017, accused him of sexual assault at a Shreveport casino. Damn, I wish I was there to see that shit. That'd be wild.
No, I don't think even that's a good enough reason to spend a night in a Shreveport casino. You ever been to Shreveport?
No.
It is not exactly like prime real estate. Yeah, it's fucking. So those towns down there are really hilarious. I mean, that's where you can go see those like movie cartoon stereotype Louisiana people you've heard of.
Shreveport, yeah, I've heard that.
Places like that, yeah. Where you can't even believe the people are like, man. It is an odd culture down there. You can't even believe the people.
I've only been
real,
through.
You know?
I stopped at a fucking fast food restaurant. I went in there, couldn't understand a goddamn thing the chick was saying to me. I think we were in.
Oh, and they love to talk too.
Yeah,
they'll take over the whole thing. Yeah.
Or this might have been Alabama, actually, that I'm thinking of. Birmingham, Alabama, maybe. But anyways, yeah, I went there with my uncle. He met a dude, picked up like a tackle box full of cash, and we left. We were driving from here to Texas, and my uncle had me stop cities on the way, and he had to meet with people and pick up
cash.
Stop
in old Birmingham, get a tackle box of cash.
Just get his cash.
That's fine.
Yeah, he was. My uncle was always. My uncle was always into some shit.
Yeah, Birmingham
is. He was awesome.
That's a place you could definitely.
But yeah, I remember going into the fast food restaurant. I was like, fuck, I'm starving. I go up there, and she's just like, I was just like, oh my fucking god, like this is not an accent I'm familiar with.
We've had friends that we brought down there and stuff. They're just like, how the fuck do you know anything that's going on? I have no idea. Yeah, it can be strange. When I very first moved to New Orleans, it literally was like I remember sitting on the streetcar and I was listening to these three like older black ladies that had gotten off and were standing on the sidewalk outside. And I was listening to them talk to each other. And I was like, I don't think this is English. Like, I literally didn't. It was just so much different than anything I knew. You know what I mean? And a lot of the older black people there at that time still had like a very thick sort of like Cajun thing or Creole maybe going on. And you would almost hear like a Haitian sounding thing. You know what I mean? To it, it was like an amalgamation of like 4 or 5 different recognizable accents.
I kind of like it
once you started to pick it apart. You know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was interesting. But it was so thick that a lot of people when you first get there, anyways, no fucking clue what's going on. And why are we talking about this?
Mystical's in trouble in Shreveport. So apparently they say they dropped those charges for rape and kidnapping in 2017. And in 2020, after new evidence was... okay, so they dropped him after that. Now he pled guilty in 2002 to sexual battery. He served 6 years in prison for that one. I mean, he's been in and out. But these new ones, the new charges include first-degree rape, simple robbery, false imprisonment, simple criminal damage to property, and drug charges, including possession of amphetamines. You fucked!
Yeah.
You fucked, dude. You're not coming out of that.
And you know what? More importantly, he's setting a bad example for the kids.
For the youth.
You know what I mean?
Because the youth are all listening to Mystical.
Right, yeah. And they're going to go out there and they're going to think that it's okay to do meth and rape people.
Yeah, to do first-degree rape, simple robbery, false imprisonment, simple criminal damage to property,
you know what I think?
Drug charges.
I think that if Mystical is listening, and he probably is.
Which he probably is.
I think Mystical...
He's one of the few.
And I'm looking right at you, okay, Mystical? I think when I see a list of charges like that, I think you should really go home, look yourself in the mirror, and decide if that's the type of person that you really want to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. And I've had
also go home and realize you're going to be in prison for the rest of your life.
Go home and enjoy
the next few months.
A big bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
Go eat like you're on
of amphetamines.
Eat like you're on death row for the next 3 months.
Do that, and also
you're going to be on death row.
all the amphetamines and die.
Right, yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to be, I don't know. Is it better to die or is it better to be mystical in prison?
Yeah, don't recommend suicide.
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah,
seriously, that's a thing. Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't even say the word.
Oops.
Never again.
Never again shall it be uttered on this broadcast.
That was one of the things that fucked us up on YouTube one time.
Never again shall the D word be used in this broadcast.
The what word?
The D word. Death, right?
Oh, no, that's not. You can say death.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's the other one.
Oh, Sue.
Yeah. No, you say the first one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sue.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, we were splitting. I thought we were just splitting it 3 ways.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Well,
which I didn't mind for you to have a bigger portion. It's okay. It's your house after all.
Thanks, man.
Whatever you say it goes. You can have more of the forbidden word.
Soup inside. Yep, that's the one. All right. What are we doing? We're at 2:44.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're all good.
There's nobody here anymore. It's lost momentum.
Yeah.
It's not really fun when nobody's here, you know?
Yeah.
And also seems pointless. It's hard to have any confidence.
Also, there wasn't a lot going on this week. There wasn't a ton of shit. We were very busy.
It's almost
a lot of excuses.
It's almost as though the vastness of human experience was reduced into me and Tom's work schedule.
Yeah.
And all of the news around the world just halted.
Yeah.
Isn't it as strange as whenever we get busy, nothing happens. Like, nothing else happens anywhere in the world.
I have 2 jobs piled up right now, and it's fucking annoying.
That's like more of a small stack. That's not a pile. True. You can't have a pile unless some of them are falling around.
Yeah,
and stuff,
stacked up. Okay. Yeah. But I did get contacted today by that chick that I did the turtle race at that party. And she was like, "Hey, people are asking me for your contact info. Blah blah blah. They want to know how much, whatever." And I was like,
"Just send me wearing some of your clothes. I'll do it."
And I was like, "Yeah, give them it, because that's a payday."
Okay.
All right.
You should hire me as your sound guy. That would be an awesome. Just start hiring like a bunch of people, turn it into a giant operation.
Dude, I will say this: when I did that party, it made me fucking feel a little naked because of how the space was. I was just kind of in this corner, and everyone was like far away. It kind of reminded me. So when I did them at Dirty Nelly's in Palatine.
Palatine is a town in Illinois.
It was similar to that, yeah. And Dirty Nelly's is like this big, music venue, but it's people that have kind of run their course, but they're still doing smaller theaters.
It's called Dirty, but they actually were pretty clean there.
Yeah, we kept it clean. Actually, they paid me a bunch of money for it though, so it was fun. But it was like I was on this fucking big stage that takes national acts.
He doesn't mean like they gave it to him in a bunch.
No, they did actually. It was weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like a bouquet.
They threw it at me.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna keep doing that for a while, just explaining everything for no reason. Go ahead. Sorry. Tom's drinking water. Okay, now he's gonna talk.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so when I did it, it reminded me of that. But so my point was going to be, as I was there, I was like, dude, I need more like flashing lights and like pageantry, because at the club when I do it, it's different. It's like, first of all, people are already there for it.
Oh, I could put you on a show, buddy. I get those. We'll have those turtles fucking flipping and bouncing around the room and shit.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. I'll put bumpers on them. We'll get some real shit going on. Yeah. Have pyrotechnics and stuff.
Yeah, on the turtles.
You want your turtles to be even further traumatized?
I don't think they know.
Bring me on board. No, I don't think they're like cold, unknowing, soulless beings.
Yeah,
they really
they're
are.
Ancient.
They're
fucking ancient.
We were trying to feed them cicadas, and like watching them try to eat made me hate them. I was like, dude, you're the worst. Remember they'd be like,
yeah, it's like this is floating here, and they're like,
just. And like hitting it with their eye, like, dude, how do you survive? Like, how do any of you survive?
They do this for fucking like 12 times.
No, and then they just
finally
bounce it around, and finally one of them gets lucky.
And
like snags it on the end of
it. Literally looks like that fucking stupid
like,
Hungry Hippos game. Actually,
they are the worst. You know.
Yeah. But anyways, I need some more flashing lights, sirens, shit like that to make it seem like it's bigger than it is.
Okay.
Because it's fun on its face, but. If I made a spectacle out of it, then it's like...
Yeah, you need like a whole fucking set.
Yeah, I need a dude in a dunk tank.
A game show set that you carry with you.
Dude, I've already thought, dude, do you think I haven't thought of that?
A remote control
That's what I'm doing.
Set that you ride to the gig on. That goes like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Just on giant wheels. With when you've got those like, what's going on? And you've got those like old timey goggles and a leather helmet on, just sitting on top of your game show set.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yep. You're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Hey, I just have a question for you.
What's happening, man? What do you got?
Where do turtles go when there's a hurricane?
A what? Did you say it wrong on purpose?
Where do turtles go when there's a hurricane?
No, say it right or I'm not answering because it's a trick.
Hurricane.
Oh,
okay.
Give it a little.
Where do turtles go when there's a hurricane?
Sugar in his tank when he said it that time.
I don't know.
Their fucking shell?
Yeah, probably.
A shelter.
Oh my god.
There's like stupid jokes that would be funny to tell. That's not one.
All right, motherfuckers.
All right, you ruined the show. We're done.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't our lack of momentum.
No.
Through the second. Oh, come on. Is this anything? Should I just leave?
Yeah. Can you give me some fucking... I'm just closing this.
What are you doing? Who is that?
Just give me some cowboy music, would you?
Okay. Was that this?
That was the same person.
Okay. What are we doing with this cowboy music?
We're getting out of here, partner.
All right, hold on. Wasn't prepared. Okay. Ready?
Sure.
I can dial it up lickety split on my modern computer. Yeah.
I'm fucking zoning out. I'm so high.
Yeah, man. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Kind of got a headache.
Give me these lights. I'm turning this off.
Yeah, turn that off. Story time. Oh, here we go. Nice commercial.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I wanted. Yep.
There we go.
Well, friends.
Enough.
Well, friends, it's that time once again. Time for me and my friend Vinny here to be moseying on our way. Can't never tell how far behind the lawman is. But don't you fret none. We'll be back in no time flat. Just about 2 shakes of a lamb's penis, in fact. Next Wednesday, to be specific. I must say,